turns reading, or
So I
any?
figure we do what we kind of normally do and like pick characters to voice. All right, that all went in. Falrin, hey, what's up, buddy?
Hi, Valorant.
Um, but we'll do what we normally do and kind of just like pick characters to kind of just do when they come up, and then I'll ask you guys what you're doing for your turns, and I'll just be the mouse here. So you're watching. King is watching. I'm muted.
Uh,
With my audio.
no,
No,
Sora
I look
was
fine.
muted.
Okay. Excellent, excellent. Okay. So let's go ahead and start playing the game. And while we start, how about you guys go ahead and do we want to show tutorials or not? I figure showing tutorials would be best because I think one of us is new to the game.
I've never done this one in particular, but
Yeah. Plus, this is also a brand new game, so we'll show the tutorial.
Right, for the viewers. Hi.
I
figured Reggie would be in the other corner.
You will see why Reggie is not on that side later. The voice box takes up like the bottom third here. Do you want to hear awesome voice effects, or would you rather make them up as you go? Do we want to hear like some of their voices, or do we just want to make our own? I think we're gonna make our own, yeah?
let's make our own because I have it muted anyways.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, so we got 4 players here. So there's me, obviously, and then I'm joined by the lovely Jester Kimmy, Zora Star, and P-Kang Sora.
You're muted.
Do we want to go for a short game or a regular game? Does not include the mystery box shop or plot lines and secret endings. Oh, we gotta go for the one that allows for secret endings. Huh.
You didn't change your thingies.
I didn't change my thingies. What thingies?
Like Monster Hunter.
Did I not? I
Just Elden Ring, Night Ring, Skyrim.
Here, let me... That just means that OBS didn't do what it was supposed to, which does happen on occasion. No, okay, so Twitch is fine. Hey, what's up, P-Kang Sora? Let's see YouTube as well. How do I get to my
I've been
channel?
spotted.
Oh, well, I'm live with Monster Call Threads. No, it looks fine. You just have to refresh your browser too.
I just walked in.
Okay, what music do we want? We got lo-fi, we got surf rock. The surf rock is the classic, but I find it gets repetitive. I like the lo-fi beats.
I'm a big fan of lo-fi in general, so.
And then there's kawaii future bass.
Is
Which
it playing?
Definitely K-pop pilled.
You could hear it up if you turned the Twitch up, but you'd hear an echo.
Yes. Interesting. I like the retro. Oh, and there's also fantasy vibes. Yo, these 2 new ones. Okay, guys, retro or fantasy vibes? Zora, you gotta say too.
Fantasy?
Fantasy or retro? The soundtrack. Alright, we're doing fantasy. Who wants to be the narrator? I can be the narrator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spooky Con. For some, it was just a nerdy convention. But for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions. Fiercely. Unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. But here, we could finally feel like no matter who we were, we belonged. So, we also have the DLC characters here, so we, in addition to blue, green, red, and yellow, as we normally have, we also have Damien. I know someone here is a particular fan of Damien. The cat whose name I totally forget, she's the shopkeeper from the first game. Avana, I want to say? She's the demon hunter. And then Milo.
Check the robe.
Was that the soundboard? Man,
No,
was-
that's Sora.
Oh, okay.
Also, I don't know if this impacts anything, but Reggie is taking up 1/4 of the screen, and you can't see anything that you're showing off on the game right now.
Fair enough. I can make
Because Reggie's the player.
And
Reggie is the player.
I was asked to become cute, so I'm cute now.
Okay. Thank you. Oh my god, I just totally made OBS go away. Okay, it's still alive. I worry for OBS every time I can't see it. It's like a hamster that you get in the 5th grade. I don't know about you guys, but I was an anxious child. Anyways, I'm gonna pick red. I'm gonna play Chandra, is what I always call her. Not Amira, sorry, this is Chandra. Why? Because I play Magic the Gathering. Who wants to be player 2?
I'll do it.
Alright. Just
I've always been the Frankenstein girl.
Blue, yeah. Did you want to be her again? Vicky?
Yeah, I'll be her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vicky for the name?
Yeah, Vicky's totally fine.
She?
She's really cute in this iteration.
She
That's
she
fine.
is... Yeah, she's gotten softer, I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
He, she, they?
She.
Alright. Third? Do I hear a third?
Go see.
Okay.
Go see.
Zora, who would you like to play? No? You wouldn't like to play? You're not picking right now? Okay, you have been voluntold picking.
Okay, I'll be Phil, the yellow one.
You'll
Yellow.
be yellow? Alright.
Yep,
She,
his
they?
name's Phil. His name's Phil.
His name's
Phil.
Okay.
Yeah. And they.
Perfect. Alright, now Zora. Who shall be your champion? It has no impact, by the way. Like, this is purely cosmetic.
Or is it? Cue the soundboard that's been banned.
I like the Day of the Dead guy. He's super cool.
Yeah, he looks really neat.
I would date him.
I'm sorry.
guess what? You can cosplay him.
Milo, yeah, Milo's dope. I love Milo. I would cosplay Scott. Because of course I would.
Oh gosh, he'd be a good Scott. He's a good boy.
I don't know how to voice anyone.
That's fine. Their voice can just be
Red and
yours.
banned.
Alright.
Look, there's a lot of characters to voice in this. I understand if people want like a rest voice.
Jimmy, does this sound bad?
It sounds terrible.
It is a little blown out, I will mention. Okay, do you want to be a con merch person? Do you want to be a fantasy cosplayer? Do you want to be a culture cosplayer? Do you want to be a low effort cosplayer, or do you want to be a tiefling? Put it in con
He
terms.
looks like he dresses.
He does. He does.
He does a lot.
Yeah. So
It's
do you
like
want to be
90%
spicy
his
red
personality.
Damien or have a custom name?
Excellent.
Excellent. How do you spell that?
What? Quit. I was saying excellent. That's just
Oh yeah.
He curses and lights things on fire.
Yeah.
is he default spicy red?
Yeah. His default is spicy red. His actual name's Damien.
Go with it.
Okay. He, she, they. Alrighty.
Let's come in and place it.
Yeah. I love all
Now
the
that I think about
doodles.
it. Z, Vicky's kind of like Clara.
I can see that, yeah. But as dreamy as SpookyCon was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of those 4 days, the after-party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Would we get a date for that night? As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con. Who wants to be Zoe?
I'll do it.
Alright.
Zoe, an eldritch cutie who went from the endless deity and harbinger of destruction to author of the renowned fanfic, Liam Prom.
Liam Prom! Alright. Who wants to be Liam? He's a vampire hipster.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, watch it on Discord. You won't have the delay.
Oh, there.
Yeah, I'm streaming to Discord as well.
No, I said I can't hear you. But you wanted to sit over there.
Yeah, so join Discord over there and put your headphones on. What's wrong with this? I'll be Liam. Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork.
And Rice is rolling in her grave.
Let her roll.
Who wants to be Doug? Just kidding. I want to be Doug. A kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. Wants to be Omen.
An evil overlord who recently freed up from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people. Oh, it's a her.
Yep. This is a mimic. Who wants to be the mimic?
Can I be the mimic?
Yeah, totally. Go for it.
The Ghost Sharp. An over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting. Even if they weren't the best at getting into character.
And then April 1st. You gonna be the clown girl?
She's cute.
Do I have a choice?
Yeah, you don't have to be the clown girl. I could be the clown girl.
I have a clown voice.
You have a clown voice? Oh my god, what was
I
that
do, it's
sound
terrible.
like? Oh, it's terrible? Okay, let's skip on that then.
Yeah, it's called Crazy Clown, and it's terrifying, I think.
Oh, yep, there it goes. Let me turn it off.
Oh, yeah, that's just circus music. That's not even a clown.
Yeah,
That's just,
it gets
that's-
weirder.
Mine was too short.
Oh, that sucks, I'm sorry. Can I do anything here to make it better for you? Can I, like, tilt the monitor or something? Yeah. I see.
Rated.
Can you read from that distance?
Oh,
That's the real question.
let me get my glasses.
And April 1st, a clown idol who is contractually obligated to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots.
So is the crab thing one of her mascots?
Yes, it is. I believe that's her anchor. It had to be one of them, but who? We had 4 days together to gather some courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone for the rest of our lives? We'd had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Now you'll have to choose 3 things you like. Each like is tied to one or several romance options. Your likes will soft lock you into some ROs, which you'll encounter more often. ROs is basically just route options. It's like secret endings and stuff. You can correct this soft lock by meeting other ROs in the food court, which you'll see later. So if you started down a path of story and you're like, oh, I'm not vibing with this story, you can change it up at the cafeteria, which is like the mid-game point. After the likes phase, you'd be asked to choose a top 3 within a category. You'll choose your first, second, and third favorite option in descending order. This will shape your starting statistics. So, I'm gonna go with... Ooh, anime monologues. Cosplay is foreplay. Ooh. Stabbing. Ultra-layered memes. I mean, one day we'll tell this story on stream, but a big reason Zora and I are together is because of ultra-layered memes. Incredibly nuanced villains. Yes. And then drunken karaoke is pretty fucking great. Alright, what are 3 things, Jester?
Okay, let's think. I'm looking at both headcanons and headcanons, and I don't understand what they're saying. Me too, cat. Me too.
You tell him, Raiden.
I'm gonna go with enemies to lovers.
Okay.
DDR as exercise.
Dope.
And you know what? Also do incredibly nuanced villains.
Your mic keeps going there.
Yes, it does.
Alright. Let's see. What did you like?
Oh, calm down, Valerie.
Okay,
It was just out loud. Chat. Don't let him fool you.
Well, I'm lying.
It's hard. We'll do DDR as exercise size.
Okay. I like the epic backtrack we get to.
Stabbing.
Stabbing? Stabbing is fun.
Like needlework. Haha.
Yeah, sure.
You're not fooling nobody.
And then, gosh, this is hard.
Yeah, right?
And
There's some
karaoke.
good ones on here.
Yeah.
Alright, Zora. Tell us 3 of these things you like in descending order.
From best to last.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? Whoops.
Yeah, it's a hard decision. Valor.
Valor is stressed out about this decision.
He's yawning, that's all.
Oh, your boy.
I was like,
I'm
stab
tired.
it.
Yeah, now the cat's like,
Do it.
why is mom in the weird place?
Stab it.
Ultra layered memes.
Okay.
Endless merchandise. Hell, stabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Choose your top 3 favorite Pokemans.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Corporate one.
With guns!
With guns.
Woman with guns! And then
Sick
man
design.
with beer! And
No,
then
it's like
Puppet Man, I think.
with flavors like banana, bitch, and gun.
Okay. This is
Hopefully.
so
Get that clear. Who does-
corporate secretary lady,
Yeah, okay.
and then hair,
hairband guy.
Hair, okay. It's a good thing.
and then
Way to
guns.
go. And guns. Alright. You king?
I'm gonna get hair. Guns. And a lonely guy.
The lonely guy. The one that's
Yeah, he
drinking or
lost
the
his
one with
kid.
puppets? Oh.
So he has puppets now. Yeah.
Oh,
He
That's his
lost
story.
his kids. We're already inventing a canon. Okay. What
He
about
didn't
you,
lose
Zara?
his kids. Those
So-
are his kids.
Yeah, he
Gun
couldn't have kids.
lady.
Okay.
Corporate. Wow, we drink loud. It was a rat boy.
Yo, what is up, Novus? We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. Is this Jackbox? No, this is Monster Prom 4, Monster Con.
Hey.
Yeah. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we'd been putting off for too long. Making our own comic! We had so many ideas, and yet, we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Choose the genre of our comic. I do believe we all have to agree on this, because I think it'll only pick one. So, romance or action?
I'm gonna personally vote for romance because I'm a sucker for some shoujo.
Violence.
Okay. So we're 1-1.
Oh, man. I want some violence.
Ah!
Alright, and I don't want to tie it up, so I'm gonna go with violence too. Sorry.
We're in a dating game.
Look, maybe we fight God at the end of this dating game. You don't know.
And then we
That's a
get
bunch of God.
a girl / guy, or just everybody.
Yeah. The fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves the one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Alrighty. So, this is going to go over kind of the basics of the game, just to get everyone kind of on the same page as to what we're doing to control the game. So, Kimmy, I do believe you are Zoe.
Wait a second, champ.
Yeah, no need to rush into this. We're here to give you some tips on how to do cons the right way.
Think of it like some sort of tutorial.
God knows you could use one of those.
As everyone knows, the main activity of a con is finding love.
Eh,
Yeah, I know, it isn't really, but this is Sandra we're talking about. Look at her. She's probably aiming to get a date at the big con after party.
yes. The silence speaks volumes.
Well, if you want to get a date, you better get to know each other, know the other person, and what they look for in a potential partner.
Exactly. Do they share dreams and fears? Are your visions of the world in sync? Are your souls truly compatible?
Too complicated. Let's say someone's personality can be defined through 5 traits: smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, and fun. Let's call them stats. It sounds cooler and more video gamey.
A tad reductive, but let's work with that.
Then you have to ask yourself, is your fun high enough for someone who loves to party? Is your boldness low enough for someone who likes peace and quiet?
sometimes people are even more ambiguous. Like, they may like someone who's just balanced.
The point is, everyone has their standards. Stat standards.
And if by some chance you want to go through the party by yourself,
Which is totally valid option if that's your jam.
don't think you'll be exempt from managing your stats. You can still fail at it.
There's more stuff to keep in mind, but let's cover that later, okay? There was a panel I wanted to check out.
Sounds good. And I have to rehearse the next tutorial.
Have fun, Sandra.
Alrighty. So, we have these stats over here on the right-hand side. We each have our own spread based on the things we chose earlier. You can also see the different spots on the map are associated with a stat. So, going up here to the top location will affect your fun. Going down here at the front of the expo will affect your boldness, as you can see from the red symbol there. Typically these will go up at the detriment of another stat, is typically how it works. So, with that, I'm going to go to the merchant. You suddenly realize your phone is dead. Good thing you're at the merch hall. You find a stand where someone's selling phone chargers. You wanted to buy one, but you feel bad about buying something so not nerdy. The vendor sighs and draws an uwu face on the charger. Sold. You gain +2 charm for your kawaii phone charger. You're investigating the horniest corners of Artist's Alley when you happen upon Liam's Yaoi stand. I'm so glad this is the first event that we're getting in this game.
Hey guys.
Ah, hello. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate all of you supporting my art.
Your art? You mean you created all of this?
Yes, yaoi is my passion. I've invested over 10,000 hours in perfecting my craft.
But you didn't start drawing yaoi until last year. The numbers don't add up.
Once again, math rears its ugly head to sabotage the beauty of art.
You spent 10,000 hour year on this stupid hobby? How far you've fallen.
Ouch?
I know your past, Liam. You used to be Angelus, ruler of the dark side. You subjugated millions. You nearly conquered the world.
I know, but I'm not Angelus anymore. I don't enjoy reminiscing on my dark past.
Dark past? You mean your glorious past? I looked up to you.
Yeah, we in the
You were
making.
once of the biggest threats to our reality, and now you draw penises for fun. Sorry, it's maddening. I'm maddened. But Omen, look at these butts. They're worth 1,000 conquered empires. Are they, Zoe? Are they?
I love that you have specifically these two characters interacting like this.
You know, even if you don't care for yaoi, there are plenty of hobbies that you can take your mind off of murder and destruction. Why would I want to do that?
Because you're in the Redemption Arc program, and as your sponsor, I'm making this mandatory. Gang, we're getting Omen a hobby.
Yay.
That'll be tough. But you love a challenge. What hobby would Omen enjoy more than killing people? This is not the event I thought it was, by the way. There's an event that's entirely about Liam's dick. Anyways, we should get her into sewing. It's like stabbing fabric repeatedly, or reptile care. Omen can probably
I told you.
relate to cold-blooded creatures, and this is a perfect excuse for you to get a pet iguana. Okay, so, a way to go through the game if you want to pass every check. You don't have to, failing is fun. But if you want to, you can reduce these two basically down to one of the 5 stats. And it's like, oh, this sounds like it would be a smarts related thing. And this sounds like maybe it would be a fun related thing or a creativity related thing.
The stabbing
So,
fabric would definitely
be creative. Right. But I think this is
Same,
fun
right.
or bold, which are both higher. So I could go with that. But I'm going to show you what happens when you go with one that isn't necessarily good, because in previous games it was worse than in this game.
Oh no, are you trying to trick me by using violence? Shit, she's onto us.
No, look at this cool tiny sword. We call it a needle.
I may be old, Chandra, but even in my time we had needles.
Okay, think of it this way. The Redemption Arc program establishes that you should stop stabbing people, right?
It's more of a case-by-case basis, but for the most part, yes.
No, Zoe, stabbing is always wrong.
Never deal in absolutes. Ugh, you make me want to stab stuff, Liam. And by stuff, I mean your face.
Use that. Imagine this piece of purple fabric is Liam's face and stab it with the needle.
Stabby.
Oh, now that sounds interesting.
Omen stabs the fabric repeatedly.
Die, Liam! I'll stab you in an insufferable, beautiful sweater! You channeled Owen's desire to stab Liam into a healthy outlet. Genius.
Huh. I guess I'll take a win where I can. You gain +2 boldness and lose 2 charm for introducing Omen to the wonderful hobby of fabric stabbing. I mean, sewing.
Wait a second, it's time for the new episode of Tutorials with Liam and Zoe.
Yes, we realized we have explaining the importance of managing stats, but we didn't cover how to manage them properly.
Exactly, stats can be managed in a number of ways, but let's cover the most important one.
That'd be experiencing the sort of absurd and exciting adventures that usually take place once you visit a location.
Let's call these experiences events for short.
Normally, during an event, you face a conflict you must solve by choosing between potential solutions, the options, if you will. What you choose will define you as a person. If you choose a smart option, you will gain smarts.
Yeah, if you choose to punch a bear, that'd be quite bold of you, so you'd gain boldness.
But stats are also lost when choosing an option. Every path not taken is a stat lost.
Which is to say, if you choose the smart option instead of punching the bear, then you'd gain smarts, but lose boldness.
Just try not to punch out a bear, okay?
Liam, let Vicky punch a bear if that's who she is as a person.
Anyway, there's a few more ways of managing stats, like...
Liam, let's write those down in a manual or something. I really want to go check out those limited figurines I told you about.
And what's really cool about this game is they do actually have like a journal manual in it now. So you can go through pretty much everything in it. It's wild. True, we can keep giving you tips later, yes? In the meantime, don't get yourself killed. Alright. Kimmy, where would we want to go? We have the main stage, the community zone, the lobby.
Let's go to the lobby.
Okay, cool. You check out the games going on at the community zone, and you find an area dedicated to retro video games. You start by playing some N64 games. Then you go further back in time and play the original Super Mario, where Mario is a dick. You round out your playing session by playing checkers and the royal game of Ur. Your Mesopotamian gamer skills grant you +2 fun. Now it's time to enter the world of heroines, with miniskirts and transformation sequences. You're attending a discussion of a magical girl anime. Who was the mimic?
You're the mimic, Sora.
It says wah. Wah! The magical girl round table has begun. All of us love magical girls, right?
Of course, it's a genre that both empowers women and gives us upskirt shots. It makes sense of feminism to take a screenshot.
True, and they're so relatable, they have mascots like me.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Liam senpai, what about you?
Honestly, I think the whole magical girl trope is a little played out.
You take that back!
I will not. There are basically only two types of magical girl anime. Ones that copy Sailor Moon's formula, and the ones that try too hard to be edgy. Then surely you're willing to put your money where your mouth is and come up with something better. Of course. They should make a magical anime girl where, I mean, Vicky, you and I were just talking about this the other day. Tell everyone about my amazing subversion of magical girl tropes. Please. Aw, how can you say no to such a pathetically cute request? Come up with a new twist on a magical girl genre.
The next step for a magical girl is the logical one. The magical middle-aged woman with new unique tropes like magical soccer mom and magical MILF. Excuse me, we have that. It's Sailor Pluto. There's one thing that's never been challenged in a magical girl anime. It's time for a magical girl who wears pants.
That's also been done.
Yep.
They're magical boys.
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna go with...
Oh, or Fantastic Ladybug. She only
Yes,
wears
they all wear
Yeah.
pants in that show.
They all wear pants. Jumpers.
I don't know
I'm
enough
having a
about
hard
magical
time
girl
pegging
anime
down
for
with
this.
what would be smart, bold, or creative.
Can we
on
ask the
this.
chat if we don't know what to pick sometimes?
I mean,
The
no, let's keep it our choices.
Okay.
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 I feel like if
So-
we give it over to chat, we'll just lose too much time on people waiting for chat.
That's fair. Get my dice.
I'm gonna go with pants. She's cooler looking anyways.
All right. Or
Pants? You're a mad woman, Vicky.
indeed, it's so darling. We've had magical girls with leggings. We've even had magical girls with impractically short shorts. But pants? That's never been done. I don't know. Is it really that groundbreaking just to change a costume? Zoe grabs April's face and leans in, nose to nose.
April, my sweet, naive child, magical girls have been denied pants for one reason, and one reason only.
Because skirts are cute?
Okay, two reasons. But the main reason was to stop magical girls from accessing the raw power of
Pockets?
yes! Imagine all the things magical girls could carry if they had pockets, a power drill, a gun, a wallet.
It is kind of annoying that whenever I wear this cosplay, I have to carry my wallet clenched between my butt cheeks.
Don't you have a literal chest hanging off your hips that you could keep your wallet in?
No. You don't want to know what's inside my chest. Besides, it's been out of character to keep my wallet anywhere but my butt. April, back me up here.
You want me to?
I'm officially tapping in Zora.
What? No! Don't carry my wallet clenched between my butt cheeks.
And neither will the other magical girls once we show them the power and wonder of pants.
You all spend the rest of the day discussing your idea. Also, April decides to prove that her wallet is not stored between her butt cheeks. Mind blown. You gain +2 creativity for adding this huge twist to the magical girl genre, but lose 2 smarts.
Ew.
I need to find a voice for April.
Let's go somewhere fun? Where's the fun place?
Fun is already taken by Vicky.
Okay. What
So
about
you got-
smarts?
Yeah, you got bold, you got smarts, you got charm. Bold, smarts, creativity. You grab a seat at the main stage where a panelist talks about making interesting player characters. Apparently, they should be color coordinated, have a distinct personality, and also a cool name like Kratos, Luigi, or Phil. You learn you'd make an awesome PC, and that self-knowledge equals +2 smarts. You, Nico, April, and Omen decide to attend Werewolves Live, an event where everyone in the audience plays the social deduction game Werewolf. That's amazing, firstly. Secondly, who wants to be Nico? Nico is the, Mexican, Reaper? Grim Reaper spirit, I believe? You can be Nico?
And Nico.
Alrighty,
do you want to
so
be Nico? Okay, I'm Nico.
Under your chair is a card with your secret role. You're a werewolf. Hopefully, you're better at getting away with murder in a game than you are in real life. The game host instructs everyone to close their eyes, then tells the werewolves to open their eyes, and you identify each other. You lock eyes with April and Nico. You each choose a person to kill, and when it's time for everyone to open their eyes, 3 villagers are out, and everyone gets a chance to deduce who the werewolves might be.
Fear not, pathetic mortals. I, the undefeatable Omen, will solve the conundrum of who is the wolf and who is the why can't I say this? Who is the wolf that is where and why?
Yeah, that is a tongue twister.
Let us begin with the intense interrogation techniques. Werewolves are adverse to silver bullets, correct? I may have a few in my pocket.
Is that really necessary? I think a silver bullet would hurt anybody, to be honest.
If you have nothing to hide, then you'll have nothing to fear. Are you a werewolf, April?
Of course not, silly goose. Would a werewolf have this sweet, innocent face? How dare you accuse me? I'll kill you next, in the game and in real life. Which, that's a joke. That's part of the game.
Interesting choice of words. Who agrees that we should execute April?
It's not me, I swear. Fuck you all, I'm not going down alone. Nico's alone too.
Hey!
2 werewolves found in 1 round. I am surely the greatest detective who has ever lived.
Sorry, Nico. The repressed thoughts won today.
Jesus Christ. I forgive you. I'm sure our other werewolf friend can still win this for us.
You have no choice but to try, because you're alone in this now. Next round, how will you convince everyone that you're not a werewolf?
Handcuff yourself to Omen. People who get handcuffed together always learn to overcome their differences. It's truly trust each other. Do something a wolf would never do. Stick a 6K Oh man. I'm gonna handcuff myself to Omen.
Alright, handcuff yourself to Omen. You sneak over to Omen with a pair of handcuffs. Should you handcuff their right arm, or the... Oh wait, yeah, right arm it is. I'm assuming Omen does not have,
I have one
a
arm.
left forearm. Jester, that's you.
Oh, you're mute.
I was muted, sorry. Phil, what fresh hell is this?
Oh, smart. Omen will never guess that Phil got so close to them because they are the...
Oh my god. Go pray me faster, Lord, Sorry, gotta go do my vocal workups.
Oh, I see. You wish to help me find the wolf by invoking the buddy cop handcuffed to the former criminal turned anti-hero trope. Excellent. I am perfect for this role. But does that not make you a cop? How can I trust you? All cops are bastards.
Oh my god, they worked an ACAB into this game.
I may be a bastard, but I know my detective work, and for example, I think we should take out the fairy over there. She's got the shifty gaze that...
Say less.
Omen pulls out a knife and stabs the fairy in the eye.
Oh my god.
Omen! You're not supposed to actually kill people, it's just a game.
Which is one of the things I must learn through this character developing experience. You'll learn to loosen up a bit. I'll learn not to shoot people just because.
You spend the game working together with Omen and kill everyone else, and only kill a few IRL. Character growth.
Only you and I remain, Officer Phil. Does that mean we reign victorious?
No, Omen. Now I have to kill you, for I was the werewolf all along.
What? You bastard! Haha, you truly had me. It seems you were the real charismatic villain all along.
You gain +2 boldness for your bold handcuffing plan, but lose 2 fun.
Ah,
Damien. Sorry, Damien. Do you want to go to the hotel
My
or
bag.
the lobby?
baby.
Boldness and
Yeah.
creativity. And don't worry, it'll shuffle the order after this, so you're not always the last.
Hotel.
Hotel. You're chilling in your hotel room, staring at the ceiling. When you've already memorized the ceiling, you decide to call room service. Room service asks you, "How can I help you?" You tell room service you memorized the ceiling because you were bored. It turns out room service loves your room ceiling. They've memorized it out of boredom too. You talk about it for hours. The conversation is enriching and it inspires you for any ceiling-themed creative project you may have had in the future. Gain +2 creativity. You head back to the hotel room with Liam and Omen, and walk in on Doug letting the SpookyCon mascot use his laptop for some reason.
Oh.
Absolutely horrible.
I don't
like
think this
that.
character will have a voice, but in case it does, I want it.
I think he should just wheeze.
I have a wheezing sound. You want me to play the wheezing sound?
Hey guys, I'd like you to meet my friend Pom Pom. He's helping me get a better life. What do you mean by that?
Financial.
Well, we got chatting outside, and I was talking about how much I loved comics and movies, because you can live vicariously through the characters. And he said he knows a way for me to live a new life in real life. We just have to swap identities.
Oh no.
He's almost done using my birth certificate and social security number to make a pretend ID with my name and his face on it. Don't fucking let him do that! He's stealing your identity! No, he's swapping identities with me. Don't worry, it's an even trade. Yeah. I get Doug's clean criminal record, and he gets daily call from my parole officer.
Fear not, Liam. I have an idea.
Omen snatches Doug's laptop out of Pom Pom's hands and throws it out the window.
Good job.
Hey, I was using that. I'm not leaving until I get a new identity. Yeah, that's fair. It's not fair. He tried to scam you. Hey, I said he could have a new identity, and I'm a slime of my word. You have any spare identities he can have, Damien? Read it aloud.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
But you read all the other ones.
No, I didn't. Everyone read their own. This is how we've been doing it,
Okay,
I promise
okay. I've been sitting here all day.
you.
Let's see. Time to put your years of experience creating amazing TTRPG character sheets to work. This is the same thing, but illegal. Trust in what?
Carcinization.
Couldn't read that. A proven form of convergent evolution in which non-crab
Yes.
organisms evolve a crab-like. This means he will eventually get a new identity as a crab.
Just trusting
God,
God,
carcinization.
please choose that. Crab.
Crab.
We're going with the crab.
Okay, we're going with the crabs. Oh, really? I've never heard of that before, but I have always liked crabs. But
Alright.
carcinization takes thousands, if not millions of years to...
Do not listen to Liam. He's simply jealous of your soon-to-be crab-like body.
Honestly, I'm jealous too. You're gonna have so much fun being a crab. Send me a postcard when you move to the beach. It's not gonna work like that. Carcinization only happens to non-crab crustaceans.
You are a non-crab crustacean, Liam.
No, I'm not, which is why carcinization doesn't apply to me.
Or is it simply because you're too fucking lame for it?
I think I'm gonna scream. So do you guys really think that I have what it takes to be a crab? Of course you do. You just need to be prepared for it. I'd suggest investing in some waterfront property, buying matching sets of 8 socks, practicing your dancing skills for crab raves. The crab raves? Yeah, the crab raves. The internet has taught me that they're a big part of crab nightlife. Fuck yeah, I love raves. This is gonna be awesome. Thanks for helping me out, guys. When we've all gone crab, we'll hit up the rave together. See ya. You're all so stupid it hurts. But I guess if carcinization got that guy to leave, I can't complain much. Yep, good on you. You gained +2 smarts for sort of teaching everyone about carcinization. But you also lost 2 creativity. Trade places! Everyone choose an animal. Say your choice out loud to the other players before advancing. Horse.
Cheetah.
Cheetah? Okay.
Red panda.
Red panda, okay.
Fusa.
Fusa?
A fusa.
Okay.
And wolf?
That's gonna be really close to a red panda, but we'll see.
Wait.
We'll see if it matters.
Hey,
She did
wolf.
say wolf.
Okay, red wolf.
Main wolf.
Main wolf. Got it. Okay. Player orders decided based on how intriguing it would be if a new Magical Girl anime had this animal as the main companion for the protagonist. Start debating now.
What was yours, Z? Or what was yours, Andy? Or,
Mine was
sorry,
horse,
Guess.
so mine would be a horse girl anime.
So, like a
horse
unicorn.
magical girl anime. Yeah, I mean, arguably She-Ra could be considered this.
She-Ra.
And those
Or,
Zensho. What's it called?
Xena. Sorry.
Xena.
Zensho?
Which one had the Pegasus?
The
Well,
Pegasus anime.
I think
She-
they're the
she draw?
Pegasus that showed up
Oh,
in Xena, but
Zenshu. Sora's thinking about
Zenshu?
Zenshu. There's an anime recently out. It's an isekai where she has magical girl powers, but there's a unicorn.
Okay. Okay, cool.
So Red Panda
Anyways.
feels sort of typical, but I'd want to watch that.
I mean,
Main wolf.
is it typical? The only show that's really used it is, like, Avatar. And that wasn't exactly a red panda.
what did
It
you
is.
pick?
I did Cheetah.
Yeah, cheetah isn't likely. It's a little exotic. I don't know why they don't like going with African animals for that stuff.
So anything good for Africa is like, rawr. We just need their diamonds and their land for food. Rawr.
So there's Tokyo Mew Mew, who already got some, like, has a wolf in it.
Does it?
Tokyo Mew Mew?
That's cool.
I don't.
There's
Yeah.
like a maned wolf.
Who-
Main-
Main wolf.
wolf.
Like,
Okay, technically, I agree, it's not a wolf. I would say Z or Sora's, to be honest.
Okay, let's put both animals in the room.
Okay,
fight,
I'd
whoever
say
comes out.
Z, but I don't say Sora. So we'll go Z, then Sora, then you, then me.
Okay.
So we'll just reverse the order.
Should have stayed with Fusa.
Alright.
I haven't seen
Welcome
any
to
main
the
wolves.
food court.
I need to
You'll
get
be
argue my
visiting this
point.
place twice per run. Ah, yes. The tutorial will be delivered by me, the narrator. Tutorials explained by characters are fun and immersive, but as the narrator, I have the power to go straight to the point. For example, I can just tell you that by pressing tab, you can access useful info. Or that you can consult the dialogue history by either pressing H or mouse wheel up. Cool, huh? Anyhow, back to the food court. Food court's turns are about getting to know the one person that you want to take to the con after party, even if it means getting to know yourself. There are 5 tables you can choose from. 3 of the tables are populated by the 6 romance options in pairs. One of the tables lets you call one of several guests who are essentially alternative date options. Finally, there's a table for you to sit alone. These tables are tied to their own mechanics as usual. Jam is obscuring said mechanics a bit so you can focus on the narrative side of the experience. By playing, you can slowly but steadily learn how everything works. But if that's not your style, we've added helpful explanations for everything in the manual. Feel free to check it out. Just keep in mind that each table only allows for one player. Now, go choose a seat. So you got April and Doug, you got Liam and Zoe, you got
Omen.
Omen? Omen and, is it Nico?
Yeah.
Oh, who do you want to sit with, Omen or Nico? Omen?
Omen.
Yeah. So you want to go on a date, huh? As we've said, these mechanics are covered in the manual, but there's one little thing we wanted to cover here. You'll see some peepers on the different dates. There's sort of a spicy meter. Yeah, it is peppers. I thought it was peepers.
It's alright.
I mean, I thought you were more likely to see peepers than peppers in this game.
Right.
For you experts.
So you'll see peppers on the different dates. They're a sort of spicy meter. This is like declaring your preference of spiciness when you're pursuing a date. It doesn't affect the date itself, but the ending you'll get if you succeed. So basically, harder checks will be worth more peppers? The art might be the same, but the narrative won't. Oh, okay. 0 peppers will make the ending even more platonic. 1 and 2 peppers will make the ending somewhere between romantic and suggestive. 3 peppers will make the ending definitively naughty.
But I was very naughty.
Just keep in mind that
Thank you,
choosing a low amount of peppers won't affect the content of secret endings, which might be nutty. It's unavoidable. Okay, now you're truly prepared to go on your first date. So, would you like to do board game night, watch a movie, or go out to dinner?
Ooh.
Dinner, alright.
Ooh!
Ooh.
You and Omen go out to a
Aww.
fancy restaurant. Omen tells you all about their former conquests as a villain. Apparently, they once had a fortress not far from this very restaurant. You two decide to check out the old fortress out of curiosity. Turns out, it's a laundromat now. Omen might have been more upset if they weren't so fascinated by washing machines. The future truly is now. Phil!
Alright.
For me, an ombre.
What is Phil?
Phil is an
I'm Shade.
shadow creature.
Shadow?
Yeah.
I'm like Nightmare.
Hmm.
Boogie boogie. Can I go after
Phil guy, the shadow guy.
Liam?
Phil.
Liam? Alright.
Yeah. Liam and Zoe.
Do you want to go for a
Oh.
walk, watch a movie, or visit a museum?
Let's go for a walk.
Alright. You and Liam go on a lovely stroll through the park. He uses you as a captive audience to complain about several things. The weather, the economy, his bottomless hatred for single-use plastics. Anyone else would think he's having a terrible time, but you know that complaining is Liam's love language. And as a certified Liam enjoyer, you love nothing more than to hear him talk shit. What a catch.
Ching.
I'm gonna date the
Exchange.
mimic.
Alright.
Give me Nico.
Nope, you can't. He was at the same table as Omen.
No. All right. God, do I want clown or do I want goo?
You might get a guess.
Yeah, there is
I'll
also the
take-
guest table.
I'll take the guest.
Oh, do you want Miranda, Scott, or Vera?
Oh, oh shoot. Okay, Miranda's like snooty and kind of evil. Scott is certified good boy, and Vera is like a rich snooty girl.
She's the businesswoman. She's the strict
Yeah.
businesswoman.
Give me Vera.
Alright. And as I recall, You also voiced Vera.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
If you want,
do
though,
Vera.
we can.
No,
Okay.
I'll do it. This is a narrator anyways, because I don't know if we'll
Fair.
actually have voices. But go ahead.
You invite Vera to join you at the con.
Sure, I'd love to go. Really? I didn't think you'd be interested. Of course I am. I have money to launder, and merch is the perfect cover. Vera, tell us, what is your type? What a generic and stupid question. I don't like people who ask stupid questions. Be less stupid. Thanks.
Oh, so I guess your smarts isn't high enough for that check?
Oh.
That's wild.
Wow. I'm gonna go lay down and
Okay.
cry now.
I think I'm just gonna visit a museum. You like spending time with yourself, so you decide to visit the local museum by yourself. You're loving the con, but between all the crowds and activities and near-death experiences, the vacation is starting to feel a lot more like work than real life. All that made you really appreciate the quiet of places such as museums. Gain +2 charm. Oh, that's just a stat boost too? Nailed it.
Nice.
Alright, are we gonna shuffle again? Oh.
It's time to work on the comic.
As your creative mentors, we've prepared very original questions that will spur extraordinary ideas.
We've written 2 per day.
You're welcome.
Once the exercise is done, you might see no comic just yet.
But you have to trust the process, Chandra. Your efforts will come to fruition by the end of the con.
Totally. How you choose to answer the exercises will impact the script of the resulting comic. I recommend that you remember, or even take note of, every option you choose during this exercise to better savor its impact once we get to see the resulting comic.
I might actually do that. And there's more to these exercises. All these choices will shape you as a person.
Which is to say, they will affect your stats.
You'll feel those changes each time you solve one of the exercises. And there's one last thing I love about creative work. When several people collaborate, it changes them all as a group.
That's right. My personal advice is that even one person is answering an exercise, the whole group should discuss it.
To be clear, you'll gain a lot of the stats tied to each chosen option, but you'll lose the stats tied to the options not chosen.
Dang.
And these stat effects will equally affect all players.
Wow.
Shush to that voice. It's breaking the immersion. Ugh.
Anyway, enough procrastinating.
Zoe's right. It's time to get to work on your craft. Hold this pencil and let the mind wander. Now it's time to take a break from your real-life shenanigans and brainstorm some fictional shenanigans for your comic. Oh, are we ad-libbing this? Go for it. What's something that stirs fear in your soul? Okay, so we're collaboratively answering these.
Wolves with guns for legs.
Yeah, so
Wolves with big menacing
the
dongs.
options, I'm trying to speak loud enough for Z to hear me, so hopefully that works. So the options are the ghosts of all the big surreal artists of the early 20th century, math, wolves with guns for legs, or wolves with big menacing dongs.
Oh my god.
I have a question. It has Sandra and Philip highlighted up there. Is it only
Oh.
supposed to be them?
Maybe it's just us two?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
52.
interesting.
Okay.
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 So I guess this is just yours and my choice.
Let's stir their soul.
So what's something that stirs fear in our soul? I mean, personally, the wolves with big menacing dongs, probably.
Wait, dongs?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that one.
That one? Okay. Oh, well, it did affect everyone anyways, so
Oh, wait,
we're
you get to pick
gonna
this
all
one.
take...
Oh.
Oh, I guess it technically
Does it
just
say something
gives
at
a
our
person
wedding?
choice. Yeah, so what's something you'd do to impress everyone at your wedding? Reveal your most niche fetish in painful detail, compliment everyone's hats, kill a walrus with your bare hands just because, or solve the Hodge conjecture, a major unsolved problem in algebraic geometry.
To be honest, that last one seems real impressive, but
It's probably something simple.
I'm
Let's
assuming
do
it
it.
gives us smarts. Is everyone doing on smarts? Because I know mine took a hit. I know Phillips took a hit.
I think
I'm
yours
perhaps-
and Phil's, or mine and Phil's are the lowest.
Who's the top one?
The,
Yeah.
the most, that would
Kinda.
be Z. That would be Zora.
Oh.
Oh, because that's the turn order.
Yeah, because that's
So,
Damien's.
Z, you have the opportunity to become the smartest, and then it would bring everyone up either to mid or high-ish if we chose the Hodge conjecture one.
My only thing is if
But-
it drops creativity, that Zora's in the danger zone.
Oh, did it drop? Oh, yeah.
I think we should just
So-
boost whoever has the
Well,
lowest
ah.
stat. So that
So
none of
that's
us
the
ever had a chance of, like,
Ah.
dying from this.
So that's the smarts, though, is the lowest stat.
Huh?
Oh,
No,
creativity,
no, her
sorry.
Yeah, the lowest
creativity
stat
is
is
I'm-
Zora's
yep.
creativity
Yeah.
here, yeah.
So which one would be the most creative?
Actually, I don't think creativity's up here.
What about charm?
Charm would be complimenting everyone's hats. But...
Yeah, but
well,
our charms are pretty high.
Yeah, the
would
next
be
one would
smart.
be smarts, so we'd go... Let's solve the conjecture. So it looks like it just
Great.
drops everything else by 1.
Oof.
But so that's 3 stat loss for 1 stat gain.
That's dumb. Stop right there. This is the stat police. We're here to test you on your stat knowledge. Just kidding. It's us, Zoe and Liam, renowned creators of verified hot people and knowledgeable tutorial dispensers.
We thought, we've been giving Damien all of these exquisite tips on how to manage stats, but how easy is it to know which option ties to which stat?
Yeah, some options will be easy to interpret, like how punching a bear feels like a very bold thing to do.
But some will be quite a bit more nuanced, and it might be harder to tie them to a stat.
Which is why we've written all specifics to every stat in a manual for you to check.
Which will be available within the Customize menu. So even if an option might not feel tied to a specific stat, or even more than one, you just gotta take your time, try to analyze what the biggest clue within the option is, and which stat relates to that specific clue.
And you know what? Just ignore stats and choose whichever option
Hell
feels most
yeah.
interesting to you. Live, fail, have fun.
I must agree with Zoe here. Just try not to fail too much.
Meh, let's go get some DDR so I can see you fail too much.
Let's go, but don't be surprised if you're disappointed.
See you around, Damien!
Alright, so where do you want to go now, Z? The world is your oyster, you can go anywhere.
Bend it.
Vendor's Hall? Okay. You find a portrait artist at the Artist Alley. Apparently, he can accurately portray your soul. You've always wondered what your soul looks like. Buff, small and cute. Hey, maybe it's ginger-haired. No, it's just you with a weird blue glow around you, but hey, that glow sure adds +2 charm to your looks. You're still reeling from the horrors you saw in that homemade taxidermy booth. So, you were a little slow on the update when your other friends stopped dead ahead. Oh my gosh! Is that a Pure Lust polyresin 1:4 1/4 scale figurine of Lady Demetresque mint in the box?
Were any of those words supposed to mean something to me?
Yes.
Okay, is the fact that I could read that, like, a problem? Should I be worried?
Nah.
Democrescu.
Nah,
They only
nah.
made 50 of these beauties. I've never even seen one in person. I think I'm gonna pass out. Focus, Doug. You can't make the purchase of a lifetime if you don't keep your eyes on the prize. There's no chance in heck I can afford that figurine. I need to take out, like, 2 loans on my moped. It's okay. It's enough to just stand here admiring it, pretending for a few sweet minutes that it's mine.
Purchase the big-breasted object of your desire. Grovel for my mercy.
Oh, Omen, you shouldn't have. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Omen, it was incredibly nice of you to buy Doug that figurine. As your Redemption Arc program
Fine.
sponsor, I'm proud to take some credit for your growth.
What are you two talking about? I bought this lecherous totem for me. I don't know yet how it works, but its mere aura caused your brains to become mush, and now that power belongs to me. Count your days, fuckers.
Never mind, I take no responsibility for this. Omen may be an idiot, but they're a hot, rich idiot that you like. And they just bought something that another hot, broke idiot that you like really wants. If you play your cards right, you're sure that you can work out something that makes everyone happy. Do you strike a deal with Omen? Doug gets the figurine and she can have some other plaything in exchange, like your soul or whatever? Or would you explain that the figurine is powerfully cursed? Whoever owns it risks developing an intense attachment to the fictional hottie it represents.
Option A.
Alright. Damien, don't...
Hush, Liam. Adults are talking. Good boy. Now, Damien, show me the goods.
Fine. You recite an ancient Enochian chant that turns your astral self inside out and exposes your soul. Damien, you don't need to forfeit your immortal soul in exchange for a figurine just because I like it. But then again, it is a pure lust polyresin Lady Dimitrescu. Who am I to tell you what to do?
Well, you don't need to, because there's no deal. You are too eager to get rid of your soul. There must be something wrong with it.
What? That's silly. What could be wrong with my soul?
Many things. For one, you could have soul bonded with somebody without protection and contracted soul crabs. Or perhaps you sat in a weird smell for too long and allowed the stink to soak into the fabric of your soul. I don't want soul prison to smell bad. Offer denied. I keep the totem.
Right. Oh, sorry. Are you really turning down my soul for a phony piece of plastic? I've got a demon offering me a year of piano lessons for this thing.
Oh, fine, I'll take your soul. I guess worst case scenario, I can later trade it for those piano lessons. Dang. I suspect I have to relearn anyways. You know, since now I have half the hands I had when I first learned.
Damien, I owe you big time. Not my soul, please, but maybe I can give you my moped? You're just happy to help. And that you finally managed to get rid of your soul. Soul crabs are the worst. You gain +2 charm and lose 2 smarts. Get fucked.
Liam took Omen's hand.
Alright, where you going, Phil?
Oh, I'm gonna try this again.
So we've got the games hall, we've got just the lobby, the main stage, and the hotels and outdoors. Outdoors.
Darn. Okay, let's go with charm. Because fun is gone, right?
No, charm is gone. Fun is the game hall.
Okay. Let's go game hall.
You have some time to prepare, so you decide to enter a Splash Kaboom speedrun competition. As you sit down and get ready to crush your rivals, you hear an announcement. The competition is over. You shouldn't have wasted all that time sitting down. Sign up for a slow run competition next time. Oh well, at least you had +2 fun sitting. You and your friends are checking out the community zone when you stumble upon an indie board game showcase. Wow, there are so many games. I can't believe we get to try all these before anyone else. I just realized I am every one of these characters. Yes, but be wary, Doug. If you look at any of these games, game devs in the eye, they'll try and trap you in their sales pitch.
You there. Think you're
Hey.
smart enough to understand my Eero game?
Of course I am.
Eero.
What an ignorant insinuation. Show me this Euro game of yours.
Leah? Didn't you just say...
All rules have necessary exceptions, April. This won't take long. 3 hours later.
Aw.
So, okay, I can discard up to 3 plasma cubes to get a plasma homunculus, but only if I built a cube merger last turn. Do I do this before or after the harvest phase? During the harvest phase, and only if no other player has a proto-alchemist on the sulfur tile. Doug, do we need to review section 12H of the rules again?
Sorry.
I think we've read section 12H enough times already.
No more rules! I can't take it anymore! If I'm gonna have to memorize another rule, I'm gonna start eating drywall! April's right. This game sucks and you're ready to go. You ask how much more time this will take.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what?
Oh, what is time anyway? Hours are measured by how much fun you're having had living them.
Don't worry, Phil. The con's open until midnight.
High-pitched, closed-mouth screaming.
There must be a way to end this game and get all of you, yes, even Liam, out of here.
Okay, I'm coming. I was trying to turn on the air. Okay. Suffocating. The game for being joking. Yeah, I win. Very convincing. Let's do. I win.
Alright. Yell I win, very convincingly. No?
Yes. Yes, I do. Check it out. I won.
You gestured dramatically at a random point on the board, hoping sheer confidence will win the day. Except, you didn't. I don't know. Maybe they did. Phil's got 15 plasma cubes. That's a lot of plasma cubes, right? I gotta be honest, I don't really understand this game.
Boo-hoo, Phil. Won, and now we have to stop playing. So sad. Bye.
I'm quite sure they didn't win.
But I'm so much sure that they did.
April, I just want you to consider that maybe you haven't completely grasped the rules of the game. Entertain the idea that you might be wrong here.
I'm entertaining. The idea of cracking your skull with a hammer. Oh, that was her inner.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a sore loser. Because, you know, I lost. We all did. To Phil.
This all went way over my head, guys. Want to play again? Maybe I'll grasp the rules better this time.
No.
April flips the table while politely laughing. She then drags you 3 to the nearest food stand and stuffs hot dogs in your mouth to shut you up. Yum! You gain +2 charm and lose 2 boldness.
Aw.
Alrighty, Jester Kimmy, what's going on?
Okay, so which one of these is for boldness?
So boldness
stage, I
is
guess?
the that's the lobby actually.
So, really quick question. Do you go to things to gain that, or do
Yes,
you go to these
gain
things?
that.
Okay, so then yes, I'd like to up my boldness.
Walking around the lobby, you see a flood of people coming in from other arenas. Crowd stampede. Notice
God, I'm
the
cute.
cosplay, yeah. Everyone in this game has custom cosplay and it's great. Trying not to panic, you remember what your yoga teacher taught you. When you get caught in the middle of a crowd stampede, remember to go with the flow. You do, and the flow consists of the crowd trampling you. Still, you gain +2 boldness for braving the stampede. Vera arrives and is keen to visit a meet and greet for her favorite newspaper cartoonist, Carl Onslow. You thought Print was dead, but apparently not for her.
Mr. Onslow, sir, it's an honor to meet you. The understated humor of your strips always makes me smile, even after reading about the tightening financial regulations.
Thank you, my dear. Hearing that was just the pick-me-up this old man needed.
Is something wrong?
Well, I've signed a new contract with a big corporation. It seems a good deal at the time, but now I've thought about it a bit. Maybe $40 was a bit on the low end for the rights to my life's work.
Oh no! Sir, could I have a look at your contract?
The cartoonist hands the contract over. Despite its length, Vera makes quick work of it.
I see. Sir, I happen to run a law office of irrelevant legality. Please let me represent you. I'll get you out of this.
You do that? Thank you, young lady. That's very kind. You all go and find the corporate representatives the cartoonist deals with, and, of course, they turn out to be... Oh, who wants to
Leeches.
be the leech and the mosquito, the bloodsuckers?
No one can hear you, Sora. She wants to be the mosquito, ooh, but their voice mod and their microphone's not working.
Okay,
Oh no, it's not that. It's I was just muted.
okay.
Oh,
Alright, do you want to be the mosquito and the leech, or do you want somebody else to do the leech?
Someone be the leech.
Okay, I'll be the
Oh,
leech. Hello. You're not worrying about your contract again, are you, Mr. Onslow? I thought you made your funny little pictures for the love of it, not the money.
thank you. Lucky we don't charge you for the privilege of getting to see them in print.
Now that you say that, maybe you have a point.
no, they don't. Listen, you two. I'm Mr. Onslow's new legal representative. I'll be renegotiating this contract.
No offense, but I don't think you can take negotiations with us. You'll be begging for mercy by the sunrise, legally speaking.
I doubt it'll go that long. You'll be the one on your knees long before then, also legally speaking.
Big talk for someone who has already made a crucial mistake. You can't renegotiate a valid contract, and believe me, I will tie something up. I'll make sure it's tight.
What?
Don't you worry about that. My co-counsel
Ignore
Vicky has already discovered that this contract is invalid, haven't you? Dang.
Far be it for you to contradict Vera. How do you invalidate this contract?
Claim the contract was signed under duress. You threatened him to sign. Framing someone for a crime is okay if framing someone for a crime is okay if that someone is yourself? Or argue the contract is null and void because Vera is actually the cartoonist financial dominatrix, and pre-existing contract establishes all his work belongs to her. I'm gonna go with that one, the second one.
Okay.
Basis belong to us.
A financial dominatrix? What's that? Some kind of advisor?
Yes.
Listen, just play along, and I'm sorry for everything I'm about to say. You bad little piggy. Signing on to these lowlives? You know the contract forbids you from making transactions on your own. Transfer me $100 as punishment right now. Again, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Miss Advisor?
You really expect us to believe that this is pathetic old man is in a kink relationship with you?
Excuse you? The only one who talks about my fun sub like that is me.
How about I take a look at this contract of yours? Make sure everything checks out.
That's a very personal document between my sub and I won't break his trust. But maybe you wouldn't understand these things.
Please. I got 15 thin subs in my personal portfolio alone.
If you're wanting to compare assets, we could be here a while. Mine are quite extensive.
She certainly sounds like she knows what she's doing. If word gets out, We stepped on another Don's toes. We'll never attract any subs. I mean, talent again.
Agreed. Let's cut this one loose.
With those bloodsuckers dealt with, you return to the con, a new spring in the old cartoonist's step.
There, you'll be free to again to negotiate a new contract with more favorable terms now.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I didn't understand any of it, but it rather gave this old man a thrill. I don't suppose you'll negotiate my new contract for me as well.
I'd be honored to.
Aw, it's sweet to see Vera championing this old man in his work that she loves so much. Not that you would say that to her face. You lose to boldness and gain to fun.
I lost the boldness I just got?
Yep, I mean that's the roll of the dice, baby.
Ugh.
Alright, I'm gonna hang out at the hotel.
Oh, nice.
You get an ice cream cone at the food stand. Damn, you ate it too fast. Brain freeze. You feel like you can't move. You stand still for what seems like ages. The entire con passes in front of you. You imagine everything you'll miss out now that you're frozen forever. Suddenly, the brain freeze passes. After such a traumatic experience, your neural pathways have been changed forever, effectively gaining +2 creativity. Later, you're searching for an open bathroom, but what you find is Zoe and Doug interviewing Liam as he lays on a Shea lounge.
Come on, Leon, you gotta dig deep for me. What's your biggest kink?
I'm not answering that.
The muse could come from anywhere, Liam. Please respond.
Zoe, you know I'm happy to let you mind me for content for Liam Prom, your fan fiction where every character is an alternate universe version of my illustrious self. Oh, nice seamless lore drop. But I still have some dignity left to maintain, you know?
Who needs dignity? I'd rather have content. Content like your biggest kink. The subject's being unruly, Doug. As my moderator, I authorize you to get the ice bucket.
Oh no.
Dousing me with ice water isn't gonna make me talk. For all you know, that could be my kink.
Doug, write that down.
Oh, crap. I dropped my notebook in the ice bucket.
No!
Zoe's interviewing tactics lack a delicate touch, one that you could surely provide. Also, you'd love for them to wrap this up and move the Shea Lounge out of the bathroom so you can piss. So ask a question Liam will actually answer. Liam, please recount a recent dream of yours. If it happens to be boring, please make up one that's actually entertaining. Thanks. Liam, keeping in mind that we will design a zany character based on your answer, would you be open to sharing your deepest, darkest fear? Let's hear this entertaining dream. Well, I recently dreamt that I was drinking a chocolate frappuccino at a Starbucks. What a nightmare. As if I'd drink anything less than a French pressed dark roast at some underground cafe you've never heard of.
We're getting somewhere, but that dream was kind of boring.
Sorry, my subconscious wasn't narratively interestingly enough for you.
It's fine, I forgive you. We can still spice this dream up, like, what if there was a bloodthirsty crocodile at the Starbucks? That'd really raise the stakes.
But there wasn't a crocodile in my dream. Zoe's onto something, though. You should dream of more crocodiles, Liam. It'd make things much more exciting.
This is perfect. My next character will be Crocodile-Fearing Liam. A Liam that represents Liam's fixation on crocodiles, which appear in all of his dreams.
Makes so much sense. Except it doesn't, because I don't dream of crocodiles. Maybe he doesn't dream of crocodiles because he's too scared of them? Gotcha.
Ah, of course. Crocodile-Fearing Liam it is.
That settles that. You lose 2 charm, but you gain 2 creativity and 1 open bathroom. Finally.
Yay!
Alright, it's shopping time.
Everyone's favorite
time.
time. Oh my god,
Yeah,
there's a kitsune!
it's a kitsune. Z, you want to be the kitsune?
I need the kitsune!
Okay.
Oh, I need to get closer.
Yep. It's fine. I've got to change some tags apparently on our stream. Whoops.
Oh yeah, it does say Elder Scrolls Oblivion Skyrim.
Alrighty, let's just make a few edits here.
He has a braid too.
Yeah, he's got a little. Well, would you call it a rat tail? If it's kind of like a fox tail.
No, it's a fish braid. I just think it's kind of like shortish. He doesn't got that much hair.
Alright.
Welcome to my humble stand, stranger. Here you can get beautiful figurines with amazing property. They all have all sorts of effects, which will discover you
Which
as you unbox them. There are different mystery box categories. Oh my god, I'm having trouble.
You're okay.
Each one tied to a different type of effect. I'll give you some clues on the effect types once you start looking through the boxes. So, you choose which box category you want, and before you open it, you'll decide if you want to keep it for yourself or give it to a friend. A balance between order and care. You can control which type of effect you want, but you won't know exactly which figurine of the category you'll get. And don't fret. If you aren't a fan of surprises at all, there's a category that guarantees no effect at all. So, ready for the unboxing? If you got cash to spare, I've got a box for you. Go ahead, pick one, and suffer the consequences.
Alright. So we got Buff Bugs, Zodiac Thirst Cosmic Office.
Yes.
That's stats, but now they're people. Dale Daniel does nothing. Landmarks in Love, My Weird Little Village, and Major Arcana No Mercy.
Full screen.
Who's picking?
You.
You.
Yeah. Zodiac Thirst.
Alright. Zodiac Thirst Cosmic Office includes the first selection of 6 out of the 12 star signs you can date on the acclaimed dating sim. These figures are said to have a non-slight effect on people's stats. Want to test your fortune?
Does that mean it's a heavy effect?
I
It's non-slight?
don't know. Yeah,
I'll do it
it's
for myself.
non-slight. You're gonna do it for yourself? Alright. You open up. Leo, the office manager.
I knew it'd be a Leo.
All your stats go incognito. Time to show off your good memory.
You better take a screenshot now.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I'll just take a photo, but yeah, that works too. Just building a character sheet real quick.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Next up, it's gonna be Phil.
Phil.
Phil Guy, the shadow guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Kitsune, man, you have words to say.
If it isn't my favorite customer, Well, actually, you're not my favorite yet, but you
Aw.
might be if you picked a box already.
So same options.
Let's see. Stats. Let's see what's. Hey, you're going so fast. Your little village? What's that do? Well, they don't tell you what they do, really, right?
No, yeah.
Gotta pick one.
So I would guess like boldness, maybe like creativity.
That would be
This
Yeah,
this one
bugs
just
would be
hid her stats.
then.
It didn't even like necessarily do anything.
But there's one of 6 options for each of these.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be
Yeah. Okay. See what's that one called? Stats, but now they're people. Stats, but now they're people?
Sure.
so if you look at the bottom, it does say like that one has a slight one, the bug one has a lot. It has a
Oh, big
big
effects.
impact.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So non-slight
Then-
effect on people's stats. Huh. Interesting.
Let's see. What locations get spicier? What is the little one there? Let's see. Your
Profoundly
own self.
attacked your own
They're said to
self,
be
or
cursed.
find
They
your own
may.
Oh,
profoundly
so I bet
affect.
this is for some like specific like maybe a Mothman route.
There's a
'Cause
Mothman
there,
route?
there is a Mothman
I want a
route.
Mothman.
There was a Mothman
Okay.
route in Monster Camp.
Then let's do. Sorry. Okay, do the. Then.
Sorry?
Wait. Weird glitch.
Your audio's crackling up.
It is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your audio is like trying to clear
Okay,
itself.
I'll fix it.
It's better now.
Sorry, I went into full screen. Let's see, profound.
Well, our movie.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
try the weird little village.
Okay. For yourself or someone else?
Me! first time
Alrighty,
around.
and you get
Terrified.
Cebulita Carbonara. Cabrona. Jesus. This item makes you see the romance options in a special outfit.
Oh,
Does this add an onion head to everyone? Please tell me it adds an onion head to everyone. Well,
that would be hilarious.
welcome to my modest estate. So modest it doesn't have a license. Don't be
Yes?
shy. Pick a box before the cease and desist gets in here.
I'm gonna go with the love one.
The Zodiac or the landmarks in love
Yeah, that one.
for
I'll
yourself.
do it for me. Yeah. I'd feel really bad.
It's
giving
rude
bad
to curse
to
other
someone else.
people.
You are
El
asking
Castillo Carenoso.
gotcha
Oh.
collectors to give a box
Dang.
to someone else. I mean, duplicates of, you get rid of those.
That's pretty good.
Castillo Caserenoso. The merch hall will now provide triple the stats for any player, but the specific stat will be random each time.
Dang.
I mean, that seems good if you're just playing a stat game.
Now here's a woman with taste for mystery. Grab a box. Any box. They are the same in all in infinitely different ways.
Alright. I am going to go with
Oh, the box.
No Mercy. So. The High
Ooh.
Priestess. This item makes you hear an audience that
pretty.
acts quite erratically. Okay. Interesting.
I got a sound box.
Yeah, so that'll affect my sound.
Thanks for stopping by. 3 days
Does music
later.
play and stuff?
Alright, love is fickle, but at least you have the comic to rely on. Time to brainstorm. Why did you choose your current career? I made a bet while I was drunk. great prospects for a good dental plan. They gave away a cool t-shirt if you joined to get laid.
All are valid.
I think we should go with the cool t-shirt if they'd have joined, because I think
That's funny.
legit. But I mean, I currently have my own career because of the dental.
I did
For real?
t-shirt.
Ah,
T-shirt?
Yeah, t-shirt.
T-shirts.
sure.
So we all gain some creativity.
Okay.
No, this one's everyone's decision because it affects everyone.
You hope you never go to prison because of this. Crimes against color theory, illegal drawings of people kissing,
Hmm?
accidental murder. You want all your murder to be on purpose, preferably. Stealing someone else's poop. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh wow.
I mean, my vote's for accidental murder because that's legit. Like, I
Yeah.
do want all of my murder to be purposeful.
I would go
I don't-
against color
Ah.
theory.
Sora, what's your vote?
I mean
Oop.
murder.
Oh, okay.
I'll do murder.
You get some boldness. Time to get back to the card.
We'll stop.
So you're
Yeah.
done. Your stats are incognito, but the vendor hall will give you random +3.
Give me creativity. Sure.
Creativity is hotel.
Okay.
You're chilling at the hotel room,
Right?
nothing to do. Looking around for cheap entertainment, you notice April's purse hanging from a chair. Will you dare violate the sanctity of an idol's purse? Of course you will! You grab the purse, open it, and... Oh no. No way. This is too horrible to describe. Don't count on me to utter these words. Here, you have +2 creativity and go imagine it on your own. I'm out. You're chilling in the courtyard with Zoe and Owen when you spot Doug in a crowd. Is he mingling? That's not like him. You get closer to investigate. Hey guys, let me introduce you to my new friends. They're hardcore fans of Stuck in the Underhouse, like me. Just go with it, please. Yeah, Doug's shirt. Doug's the shit. He looks like Frack the wisecracking skeleton. Come on, Doug. Say his catchphrase. Can't crack the frack. Yeah, frack. Totally know what you mean.
I do not.
You haven't played Stuck in the Underhouse. Well, you know what? Aw, nah, bird. Right, Doug? Of course.
Zoe, these people are supremely annoying. Can I stab them repeatedly? That'd be taking it a bit too far. Sometimes some fandoms can be toxic, but let's not rush to judgment.
What's your favorite gameplay anecdote? Mine was for when they set a death threat to that streamer for playing it in easy mode. She shat her pants.
Jesus.
That was a total frack fest, another fan says. But I liked it even better when we doxed that fake fan who had drawn a picture of Frack eating ass. Can you believe it, Doug? Totally. You should have remembered not to frack the crack. Dude, you're saying it wrong. You're lucky we met IRL or I'd doxing you right now.
I stand corrected. We need to save Doug before he gets bullied, or worse, he becomes an asshole too.
So do you
Her
trust
personalization
personalization
again.
a proven form of virgin evolution in which non-crab or
Save Doug from his toxic fandom by introducing too much cooler safer one. Fans of cocaine, also known as cokeheads.
Okay, so one thing I will say here is there might be a carcinization ending if we keep going down that path.
Yes.
Yes.
This is
Ah.
like, what, 3 or 4
People.
times crabs have been brought up?
This
Yeah.
is the second on a prompt.
No, I had soul crab.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There were soul crabs. You look up an article on carcinization and show it to Zoe.
Okay, that's the coolest shit I've ever read, but I wouldn't get too excited. Like, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it usually takes a really long time for evolution to have discernible effects. Silence, Zoe! Damien is writing a bright future where we all have exoskeletons and built-in weapons, and you are spoiling it. I beseech you, tell us more about it.
Before you realize it, you're all eating ramen, deep in a conversation about carcinization.
But according to this, carcinization happens due to environmental factors. I don't think the con is a suitable environment. But I wanted these fuckers to turn into crabs now! Give me crabs or give me permission to stab them! Crap, we forgot about Doug and it's been 2 hours. He could be a full-blown toxic fan by now.
You get back to the lobby to find Doug all alone.
Doug, where are all your friends?
Doug points to the ground. He's surrounded by crabs.
The time has come! Fight amongst you, you magnificent creatures!
Everyone turned into a crab but me. Is this a new form of rejection I wasn't aware of?
Aw,
Oh.
don't worry, Doug. When our time comes, we'll all become crabs and live happily ever after.
Hooray! Your scientific knowledge got rid of those idiots, but... So you gain +2 smarts. Unfortunately, you also lose 2 fun.
That was awesome.
Phil.
Oh man. Okay, I have to try the random thing.
Boo!
Yeah, sure.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
Oh,
It's too late. It's too late.
you're walking around the merch hall, sipping a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that was
Suddenly, a
rude.
deluxe box set edition of One Kick Boy makes you spit out your coffee. Your spit take lands on the box set, because you have a great aim and very bad luck. The vendor gives you the box set at a discount because, after all, it's not in mint condition anymore. Your brand new box set and your excellent spitting skills give you +6 creativity.
Woo!
Sometime later, you, Doug, and Nico are checking out the indie game section of the showcase hall. And I can play the demo on your website? That's awesome. Thanks so much.
So cute. I'll say this, dear viewer. In the world rife with greed and misery, it's warmed this old detective heart to see these indie games getting off the ground.
No, just look at all these awesome titles. Blind Drive, Spookware, Disc Room, Once Upon a Jester, Mosalina. Seriously, these are all incredible indie games. Go check them out. It's just a shame that games like this don't usually get a recognition they deserve.
Doug, you've got the answer already. We'll spread the word. We'll hit the pavement, excuse me, use the grapevine, and get the scuttlebutt around. What's butt again?
Okay, let's scuttle that butt.
I skitter.
We gotta spend our resources wisely. Let's pick one game to spread the maximum word around. Like that one.
Hello, are you interested in trying Endless Runner number 79 working title? It's oodles of free-to-play fun.
Oh my god. This is perfect. These devs are so desperate for players, they're giving away the game for free. Excuse me? Our company's not desperate. Our demo is number 1 on the mindless clickers section of the App Store.
We'll make our money through copious invasive microtransactions. You know you want them. That's so sad. Don't worry. We'll get the word out about you guys, and you'll be able to upgrade to macrotransactions soon. For some reason, it looks like this is the game your friends are most interested in promoting. So that's that. How will you get rid of Endless Runner number 79 more recognition? How will you get it more? I want to get rid of it so bad that I'm just changing the narrative.
Everyone. Sounds like a lot of work. Just tell one friend about the game 100 times. Everyone, the app is actually spyware. Spies are cool. Everyone loves spies.
Tell everyone it's a lot of work.
Oh, that it has spyware.
Spies are cool.
Spies are cool.
Everybody loves spies.
Let's see.
You have enough creativity.
To
If
do either, huh?
I don't know if either of these are creative, but I feel like
I feel like if it
Wait,
would be a
It's
beauty spot.
fine. Okay. Let's tell everyone. It's a lot of work.
tell one person 100 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, I get to be a regular girl eating a regular burrito without anyone bugging me.
April, you have to play this game.
I knew it. I fucking jinxed myself.
April, try this game. We're trying to get the word out.
By screaming at me in the food court?
Yes. Is it working?
Play the game. Do it now. Please.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
She's not getting away that easily. You three follow her into the women's restroom.
Knock, knock, knock. April, it's Nico. I know you're in there, so...
Hello, ma'am. Please stop screaming. We're not perverts. We're just trying to get my friend to try this game. Actually, maybe you'd like to try it too.
April, will you at least watch some gameplay footage? I'll just hold my phone under the door.
No, thank you. I'll try this mother honking? Hey, me
Yeah.
if it's that important to you.
April downloads Endless Runner number 79. She's greeted with a cheap AI art, 4 unskippable ads, and a request for her credit card information and birth certificate.
Wowza. This seems super fun. Thanks for the recommendation.
She leaves, deleting the app on her way out. We did it! We're the best game recommenders ever! Debatable, but at least Nico and Doug feel accomplished. You gain +2 charm and lose 2 boldness.
Okay, let's see. I
Okay.
will go and what do we have smarts left?
Yes.
I'll do smarts.
How to add loot boxes to your game. Don't.
No.
You attend a panel on how to seamlessly add loot boxes to games. The short answer is that you shouldn't. This turns out to be invaluable knowledge that makes you gain +2 smarts. Pay 10 monster tokens to open a mystery box with a bonus random amount of smarts. JK. Grab some glow sticks and do some vocal warm-ups. You, Liam, and Doug are watching April perform a concert today. Woo! Go April! Knock 'em dead! This is Doug, by the way! You know she doesn't go on stage for another hour, right? Yeah, but I still want her to know that we're here to support her, and she'll do well.
Oh, Doug's wholesome.
He is.
Unfortunately, whether or not April's concert goes well is out of all of our hands. Good idol concert needs rigor, cohesion, functional glow stick choreography. And April Fools, well, just look at them. You all look at the crowd attempting to pump their glow sticks to the beat of the song playing on the loudspeaker. If you were trying to time your heart to the asynchronous beat of April Fools produce, you'd surely go into cardiac arrest. Oh god, they really are terrible. What if April's concert is bad? She'll be so sad. She might even get depressed and quit music and shave all her hair off. That's a bit extreme. Extreme problems require extreme freakouts, Liam! We have to make sure this concert goes well! April's life basically depends on it! It's up to you guys to save the concert. How can you make April's Fools be more in sync?
Make a deal with the devil. April Fools will gain decent coordination in exchange for 10 years of their lives. They'll thank you later. Harvest all their souls and hoard them all together into a single raccoon?
Raccoon.
Raccoon. And then bring them back. It's like coordination furry boot camp. I'm gonna go with the first one.
Okay.
Ooh, he's
Did
cute.
somebody say, deal with the devil?
Is this one of Damien's dads?
No.
Oh, you know what? It might be. Were you eavesdropping on us?
Hey, Ross, friend.
Okay. That's unfortunate. The recording for this ended.
Did I?
I tend to follow Vicky around. She loves making deals. Yesterday, I got 3 years off her life in exchange for a hot dog.
Well, today I need all of April's fans to learn perfect glow stick coordination for the concert. In exchange, we can offer you 10, no, 11 years of their lives.
Taking a deal that's not being made in your name would be unethical. That's what I'm saying. But I'm a devil, so unethical deals are my favorite deals. I'm in. Wow, you're really good at haggling, Vicky. Is she, though? Well, I don't know. I'm not a good haggler myself, truth be told. If you'd like, I can make you a better haggler in exchange for 10 years of your life. Really? Oh, no! Buzzkill.
He's too
Hi,
cute.
my darling fools. Let's get this party started. Pump those fists. Wow, you're really in sync today. Did you practice beforehand? Just for me?
Nope, but Vicky fixed them, April, and it only cost them 11 years of their lives. What? Hey, sometimes you have to break a few eggs and rob a few decades from strangers to please your friends. That's life.
What
Game,
happens if someone would just drop dead?
just drop dead right there. I was expecting
I
it.
know, right?
Game plus 2
They
points
only
and
had-
lose smarts.
11.
Less than
Okay.
10.
She's an idol, so her fans will only be around for like 6 years and then she'll be out.
Walking around the lobby, you see a kid tripping over and
So
scratching
cool.
his knee. Stupid kids, when will they learn? Still, you decide to take pity on him. You don't know how to comfort a child, so you just pat his head and say, "You have no enemies." You leave, proud of your words of wisdom. He doesn't stop crying, but you gain plus 2 boldness for how cool you looked inside your head. There's a meetup for fans of Liam Prom on, so obviously you're going. It's awesome to see people support your friends. Who wants to be the cult leaders?
I'll do it if no one else volunteers. Hey.
I'll-
Oh, Sawyer?
I was gonna say. Nope.
Okay, fine. So, Sandra, how long have you been following Zoe for? We're fans of Zoe back when sacrificing goats first to her was cool, but it's not cool anymore, eh? Don't go making sacrifices to Zoe if you think you're doing so.
Yeah, no worries. I haven't done that since...
Hold that thought. Look, everyone, it's Zoe. And is that the Doug? Doug, you bandit bot I reported from Liam Prom Discord one time. It was really cool.
Me? Cool? It was nothing. All part of a mod's job.
This guy, am I right? He's like the sheriff of the server. Tell us how you got so cool, Doug. Come on, spare a tip or two.
You want me to give advice on being cool? Gosh. Hang on, I've got a notebook here with me. Here's everything I've learned. Let's see. You leave Doug to it and go check on your other friends, who seem to be discussing the logistics of this meeting.
So, Liam, what do you... Hang on. What do you have to plan to kick this thing up to the next level?
What do you mean?
You're the star attraction. You gotta do something awesome to give the fans a unique Liam Prom experience they'll cherish forever.
Ah, I understand. You want me to perform the one-man German opera I've been working on.
I don't think that's quite what the fans are looking for, Liam.
Are you sure? I've been practicing. I really think it's getting quite good. Here, let me warm up.
No opera! There's a reason opera, Liam, was cut from the...
From the thing.
cut,
We've only been talking for over 2 hours at this point.
was cut from the draft. It's got to be something normal people would think is awesome, too.
Liam, pretentious dork that he is in no way qualified to judge what that might be. Looks like it's up to you to find a way to make this fan meet for the ages. Instead of commemorative tattoos, get commemorative scars. Stab everyone in the foot. It will last forever. Everyone's seen Liam turns into a bat. Some have seen Liam turns into a hot dog stand. But no one's seen Liam turns into a bouncy castle. Surprising, memorable, and you can bounce inside of Liam.
Stabbing.
Yeah, we're stabbing people. Sorry.
That's a great idea. So dumb and counterintuitive. Liam would 100% do that.
Yeah, totally. Then I bet he'd be like, all, ugh, tattoos are passe.
Oh, let us try. Let us try. He'd say, so mainstream and roll his eyes, right?
I don't sound like that.
Except you totally do. Sorry, man, but have no shame. Own your brand.
I don't have a brand. I have an artistic manifesto. And it's not being dumb and counterintuitive.
Oh yeah? Show us your feet.
What?
Show us your feet. Prove to us that there's no point in last several centuries have you ever stabbed your own foot for a dumb and counterintuitive reason.
This is ridiculous.
The feet. The feet. I'm going to keep chanting until you take off your shoes.
Fine.
Oh.
Woo! Liam's dogs are out! This is like the third best day of my life. That's weird. I'm really looking real close at Liam's feet, and there's no foot stabbing scar.
Oh, doesn't Liam have some sort of special regenerating vampire powers? I bet he just healed up the foot stab wound immediately.
Doug set up Liam Prom wikis, so he's gotta be right, and it makes sense. Foot stabbing is just so Liam. Let's all stab each other. For Liam!
Oh god.
Everyone gets foot stabbed. You gain 2 boldness and lose 2 fun. For your badass yet painful plan. Even Liam gets stabbed, so he won't feel left out.
You need to charm.
Actually, it's not as bad as it was last time.
I knew it!
Alright, trading places. Everyone choose a celebrity. Say your choice out loud.
George Clooney.
Hugh Jackman.
Kevin Hart.
The Salvador Dali.
Okay.
I don't know
and
why.
What was Sora's?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, got it. Alright, player order is
Sorry about
based
that.
on how newsworthy it would be if that celebrity was cast in a live-action movie of Naruto.
Mine is dead, so very controversial.
That would
Yeah,
be pretty,
that would be okay.
Yeah.
and that would be like, AI.
Yeah,
I
that,
would
that
like
would
to
be
suggest
AI
that
stuff,
if Salvador Dali was going to be in a Naruto movie, he'd probably be Orochimaru.
No, he'd
Yeah.
be like a sage. He'd be
Yeah,
like a sage in
Orochimaru is a
cave that
sage.
teaches him.
You can see the That's the
o-
sneaky
okay, yes,
flame.
he's the
Snake
literal
guy?
rank of sage. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were the so we got Kevin Hart. I feel like would make a
George
dope
Clooney.
ninja. George Clooney would
I think
probably
he
be
would.
pretty controversial. Hugh Jackman would also make a dope ninja.
Yeah. We need to assemble them.
He can play Hatsuharu.
It's hard to hear you with that filter.
You?
Not to
Oh, understand.
That's better.
Understand.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go George Clooney. Alrighty. Jester Kimmy, welcome back to the food court. I wanted to cover the last 2 important facts about this place, conversations and guests. First one's fairly simple. If you sit with the same romance option twice in the same run, you'll bond over a conversation. If you sit alone twice, you'll have some you time to sit and reflect on life and stuff. It's like a conversation, but with yourself. Each playable character has one of these. And what about the guests? I wanted to tell you that there's 3 things you gotta do if you want to get a date with one of them. First, you have to meet their date requirements by the end of the run. You'll have to enter You'll have clues for what these requirements are when you first greet the guest, and they'll tell you what their type is. So, for instance, you with Vera, I believe, is smart. Second, you gotta have fun, a fun little date with them to get to know each other better. This is done by calling them to a second time when you come back to the food court. So basically, if you wanted to lock in the Vera pick, you'd go and guest table now. Third, remember not to choose none of them when you're asked about the romance option at the end of the run. And that'd be all. Now, let's go sit somewhere.
I'm gonna go sit at the guest table just to see what's gonna continue with Vera.
Saying Vera again?
Yeah. I'm smarter.
You and Vera decide to relax and watch bad reality TV. It's a night
That's so
of popcorn,
cute.
face masks, and talking shit about half the contestants. Relaxation is a concept that's nearly foreign to Vera, so you can tell she appreciates getting to put her feet up for once. What a treat.
Emia.
Omen.
Omen? Alright, we're going Omen. What would you like to talk about? SpookyCon friend group? The Redemption Arc program? Being a volunteer at SpookyCon? You haven't actually run into any instance where Omen is a volunteer, but Omen is a volunteer.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Oh, another one of Liam's genius ideas. Due to your lower intellect, I feel obliged to point out that this was sarcasm, by the way.
You. Thanks.
No problem, Damien. I have your less intelligent back.
Again. Thanks. Okay, so tell me about volunteering. I hear you're not a fan of it, huh?
I see you got the sarcasm. Perfect. Yes, I hate it. We're constantly asked to execute menial tasks that are far beneath me. It's almost insulting. Liam insists it might help me understand the beauty of helping those in need. I highly suspect it's just another form of torture he has devised for me. I am still unsure if he's an idiot or a mastermind.
Here you go. Sit
At
down.
least you're not alone at it.
Yes, surely you're referring to Doug. He is precious and must be protected at all costs.
Agreed.
Huh? I didn't expect that.
Why? Don't be mean to Doug or I'll stab you in the eyes.
No. I love Doug. I guess I was just scared you two wouldn't get along.
How could we not? I am the commander of our army of our friends, while he's the second most essential piece and an incredible morale booster. Still, it is honestly baffling how someone who wears the skull of a dead warrior on his face could be that soft. An enigma of a person, if you ask me. But nonetheless, he is priceless in his ability to encourage and inspire everyone who surrounds him.
Aww.
Aw, Omen. I bet Doug would love to hear that.
No shit, he'd probably cry. That's a wonderful weakling.
Omen. The way you talk about protecting Doug, it makes me think this did help you understand the beauty of being there for the other people.
Ugh, stupid smart Liam.
You spend the rest of your night plotting Omen's revenge on Liam for making them care about other people. Still, you know that deep down, they appreciate what Liam did. Bill!
Aw. That was nice.
Bill McCracken.
Okay. I will go to Liam again, I guess?
Alright.
Lock that pessimist down.
What would you like to talk about? Being the inspiration for Liam Prom, the Redemption Arc program, or being a TTRPG game master?
Game Master!
Ah, yes. My latest journey into a new art form. It's like writing an adventure and like directing a play, too. And yet, it's also conducting an orchestra of characters you have to make play in a symphony.
So you're saying that the Game Master Liam de Leoncourt is what you get when you fuse Tolkien, Shakespeare, and Mozart?
I know you're being sarcastic, but yes, pretty much. You're weaving an ever-evolving narrative that must adapt by the minute to the choices of everyone involved. You invest countless hours to ensure the maximum thrill and enjoyment of your players.
That sounds dedicated.
Bill, when I get passionate about something, I surrender my mind and body with no concessions. In more mundane words, life is not here to be half-assed.
Anyone would be lucky to get involved in your passion.
Your
Right.
words, not mine. But yes, to sum it up, I try to create narratives that immerse my players in unique situations that they wouldn't experience otherwise. For instance, I recently ran a campaign in which my players were the head priests of a deity that ruled over one of the cardinal sins. They had to travel the lands, growing their cult by sowing chaos, as they lured mortals into a sinful existence. Played 3 sets of campaigns, with them changing into priests of a different cardinal sin.
Gotta admit, makes me want to try it at least.
Yes, it's a shame you weren't there. It was a thing of wonder, Phil. I once again rejoice at finding a new art form for me to master.
I'm sure it's also a plus that it's one that forces a group of people to listen to you for hours.
Oh, shut up. But yes, that is indeed a plus. You asked Liam to describe to you some of the campaigns he's designed so far. He glows when he talks about something he's passionate about. It's quite nice.
Yay.
I'm gonna have myself a conversation. I didn't know this was gonna be a thing. There's a fucking raven! Hey, you. What's this, an interview? Well, if you're so interested, I'm in the middle of making a comic.
Excellent.
And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it would be no surprise if it's such a big hit that they end up making a movie out of it.
Really,
No, you're 100% right. It isn't getting ahead of myself. It's being smart and planning ahead. I mean, that movie's like 70% guaranteed to happen. I think it'd be smart to start making a potential list of actors just in case.
Oops.
Come to think, I've been considering creating a character based on me. I wasn't completely sure, since I don't know if I'd make a good comic character, but I am hands down sure I'd make a great movie character. So it's obvious that the most pressing matter now isn't finishing the comic, but deciding who should play me.
Ah,
Nah, little fella, don't get me wrong, you have certain charm, but you couldn't match my charisma. I had a list of badass action stars with an energy similar to mine. Do you think we can bring that list down to 3 main options? You mad genius, of course! I was once again being too humble. Who better to play me than myself? Sure, I have no interest in acting or any sort of acting experience, but I highly suspect I might be a natural. There's no time to lose. I gotta record an audition tape to show the director I can capture the essence of me. You go back to your hotel room to not work on the comic, but at least you'll be prepared if they happen to make a movie of it. Smart thinking. I feel kind of attacked by that. Before you know it, the con's almost over, and it's time to put the finishing touches on your comic. Bring it home with one last brainstorming session. What's the best way to combat a hangover? Intense poetry
Intense
slam,
poetry.
passionately kissing your own hand, holding a heavy object between your butt cheeks for 6 years, majoring in biomedical engineering.
Nico would say the butt cheek. But Nico's a mimic.
So let's see.
So we definitely need some charm and some fun.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly some creativity.
So poetry slam, I
think
guess,
so.
would be creativity. Passionately kissing your own hand, would that be charisma? Charm?
I charm, yeah.
And then
Or
holding a heavy object between your butt cheeks, is that
Probably
boldness.
Yeah. And then 6 years of smart.
I wouldn't mind getting more charisma.
Alright.
That was the hand kissing.
Oh, that's charm.
Phil, if you were in a
Great.
band, what would you name it? Twin Dolphins of Fire, Surgical Eye Removal, Hawaii Eyes Forever, or Anal Beads, Sexy Deadly Whiplash?
Jesus.
Dang.
You're right.
Twin Dolphins of Fire.
Oh, with twin. Would that be bold? The twin
Yeah,
dolphins?
probably.
Okay. Surgical. That might be smart.
Might also
Yeah.
be fun, I don't know.
Yeah. Kawaii might be creativity and fun.
Yeah.
And the beads are charm. Need more fun, right? Fun and creativity?
Maybe? I don't...
I think that was our lowest.
Currently, yeah, it's just fun for the most part. Everyone else is like 8 or higher. What is up,
Fun!
Welcome.
Entropy? Thank you very much for the
Yeah.
follow. Thank you, thank you. Oh, am I still angry, Reggie? I don't know if I changed that back. Oh, I changed it to Sleepy Reggie.
Aww.
There we go. So what are we going with naming the band? Sora?
I think Kawaii is the fun.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
Charm.
Oh no, it's charm. Well, Phil, you're incredibly charming. Like the most
There you
charming
go.
anyone could possibly ever be.
Such
girl,
very
hey.
charming. Alright, so
'Kay.
where would you like to go, Kimi?
I
Ooh,
need to be
flag.
smart for Vera.
Oh, the triple's available.
Oh,
You
dang.
sit down to
I'll
watch a
get it.
panel about a new proposed TTRPG classes. There are a ton of cool options like Insurance Salesperson, Horse with Knife Shoes, and Steve. Steve. Your mind is bursting with new TTRPG world building ideas to counter Steve's naturally overpowered abilities, giving you +2 smarts. Then you put up on your finest clothes and prepare your palate for the driest wines because Vera's taking you out to dinner. You go to her hotel room and knock on her door.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm still in my pajam. Oh, it's just you. Never change, Vera. Bad news. We're going to be late to our reservation. For the life of me, I can't decide what to wear. No worries. Mind if I hang out here while you figure it out? Sure, knock yourself out. You can sit on the bed, but don't wrinkle anything.
She sets herself in the bathroom. Her bed is completely covered in designer clothes that probably cost more than your organs. So you play it safe and sit on the floor.
Yay or nay on this outfit? It's a yeah for me! Ugh, are you sure? The longer I look at it, the more hideous it looks. But... Nope, too late. I already hate it.
She returns to the bathroom and 15 fashionably late minutes later, returns in a new outfit.
What about this? Ooh, I think it's even uglier than the first one. I agree.
You didn't think it was that serious, but just like that, she's back in the bathroom.
Not this one, not that one. I wouldn't even be caught dead in... Oh, that reminds me. Vicky, you've proven yourself useful enough in picking out cute outfits. I need to dedicate between some winter wear. Help me make a decision.
She whips out her phone and shows you 2 truly stunning outfits, but your favorite is undoubtedly...
Ah.
Oh no, they're so cute. I'm vibing with that Witch of the Woods look, the perfect mix of evil stepmother and step on me mommy. Go for that hunting season vibe. It makes you look dapper, and I'm sure you'll find good use for that shotgun. I like the first one, but I feel like she'd wear the second one. I'm gonna go with the first one. It's for winter, after all.
Huzzah.
First for sure. Cast a curse on me, you beautiful frost witch. Shut up, you dork. But yeah, no, I'm glad you like it. I had the cloak custom tailored for my vacation. Ooh, a vacation do tell. I'm going on a well-deserved retreat to a ski lodge soon. You know, I don't usually like to take breaks, but god, do I need a fucking break. I'm running so many businesses these days, I can hardly remember which ones are legal and which ones are money laundering fronts. And god, and the goons, the fucking goons! Goons are so hard to manage.
They are.
Every minute, it's, boss, should we put the body in the fridge? Boss, where's my lunch break? Boss, one of the body's frozen figures fell into my lunchbox. Yeesh, sounds stressful. It is, but hey, at least goons are too stupid to unionize. That would be a real headache. Still, I can't wait to be at that lodge. Just me, some mulled wine, and a quiet snowfall. I've been at war with the world for too long. It's high time Vera Overland found some peace. Anyway, this conversation isn't going to get us to the restaurant any faster. I guess I'll wear this old thing. It's not that hideous. Let's leave before I change my mind.
Dinner is delightful, but sometimes it's little moments like this that really take the spotlight. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 boldness.
Damien.
Damien!
Everywhere
Damien!
You attend an indie tabletop game showcase and get pulled into a Eurogame based around the classic party game Never Have I Ever. It's like the original game, but there are different point values assigned to the severity of your missions. There are also sudden death rules, a phone-a-friend mechanic, and a robber, somehow. 2 hours later, you've decided never will you ever play this game again. At least you gained 2 fun hearing the embarrassing things that the other players admitted. You're leaving your last activity when Omen steps directly into your path.
Damien!
Hi?
Hi.
Is everything...
As of late, I find myself a bit into you. And sex. Perhaps even both at the same time. Do not let it go to your head. It is a rare day when a glorious overlord such as myself stoops to lay with a pathetic worm like you. Anyway, I'm here to make you mine, but I'm unsure of the current courtship rituals, and therefore do not know how to proceed. I thought it best to simply ask you directly, what is the typical courting procedure these days?
Fiction has forever changed courtship. Now you need 5 seasons of will they, won't they, a love triangle, and at least one only one-bed situation. The rigors of courtship have been simplified into 4 bases: kissing, hand stuff, whole stuff, and trauma dumping.
Damn. Which one should pick?
If you knew what your stats were, it would be
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
Good fiction.
Oh, she got screen cap.
Fiction?
Oh, truly? That sounds quite intricate.
It is, but there's a lot of inspiration out there. Let me show you.
2 hours of explaining all your favorite romance tropes later.
Okay. I can pull these rituals off. It's no more complex than my world domination plans. The only one bed thing could be tricky, as I do not yet own one. We could try only one Iron Maiden, but that does not seem well liked in these fictions. As for the love triangle, who shall be introduced to make our relationship unnecessarily complicated? Let us both shout our proposals on 3. 1, 2, 3, April. I shouted louder, so April wins. She'll be so excited. Thank you for explaining courtship to me, Damien. I had assumed we would go straight to sex like in the good old days, but this has been enlightening.
Oh, well, I mean, we can adapt, eh? We could go straight to the sex if you want to.
Good timing.
Was that Sora or was that the game?
That was the
Ugh.
game. That was my inappropriately timed reactions.
No. Okay, no, we are in too deep now. We must keep the will they, won't they energy alive. Will you one day kiss these sultry, steel-cold lips, or will I leave you at the altar multiple times? Only time can tell. I must be off now. I need to buy a plane ticket somewhere so that you can confess your true feelings to me at the airport. Farewell.
Well, at least there's some possible omen sex in your future, as long as this friends to lovers story. Fingers crossed. You gain 2 creativity for following fictional formulas, but lose 2 fun for going with a slow burn instead of jumping straight into the action. Alright, Bill. Where you going?
Let's see. I don't want to do it again. Can I get the triple?
Sure.
That's cool.
Walking around the merch hall, you notice a stand full of retro toys. Hey, some of these you remember from your childhood. Actually, you remember all of them. Did this guy raid your parents' house? You buy them all just in case. Ah, life was full of charm back then, before reality made you a cynic. You might be too old for these toys today, but you can still siphon 6 creativity from the memories. Later,
They're supposed to be
you're standing in front
random.
of Liam's hotel room door. He promised you an unforgettable evening, so you're giddy with excitement and horny.
Oh.
Ah, you made it. I hope you've got energy to spare. I just set the game up.
Of course. Wait, we're playing a board game?
Hey, this is no regular tabletop game. It's Tender Buttons, this year's winner at the Erotic Board Game Awards. That sounds slightly more promising. You sit at the table and throw the dice, eager to get a good part.
Lick and ear. Ready or not? Here I come.
I'm coming in.
No, wait. You can't perform the sexy action yet. As per the instruction manual, you must first take an conditions card. You reluctantly take one and read it. Earn 30 sexy coins to perform your assigned sexy action. You spend the next 15 minutes earning sexy coins. It involves an astoundingly unerotic amount of resource management and some time spent in sex jail. Alright, my turn. My erotic challenge card says find out your sex challenge's favorite erogenous zone.
Riley, how are you gonna go about it? Trial or error?
Huh, good one. But your intimacy meter is too low. I need at least 3 confession points before you tell me.
There's no need. I can tell you now.
Ah, sweet Bill. It's clear in the instructions have gone over your head. Let me go over them again, slowly this time. You zone out immediately as Liam embarks on a thorough explanation of this erotic game. It can only be described as the most bizarre foreplay you've ever witnessed. There's only one way out of this, and into Liam's heart. Beat the game and get sexy. And prove your bona fide board game skills. This feels like punishment, which Liam probably gave you a safe word while explaining the rules. Rack your brain to remember it so you can move on to a different activity. Subvert the rules by ending the game in an unexpected way. Eat all of the game pieces. You also get to show off how much you can swallow.
See that? That was one earlier. Eating all the game pieces.
I mean, look, we just like to eat a lot of game pieces. I don't know what to tell you.
Let's try. Probably not smart enough for the other one.
I thought the first one would be more creativity or charm than smarts.
Let's try the first one then. I don't want to choke.
You close your eyes and focus, trying to snatch back some of Liam's words from your hazy memories. So you take a touch card and pay 2 sexy coins. Come on, you can do this! But you also lose your arousal bonus.
Oh my god.
Nothing. You're drawing a blank. You have to do the second best thing, which is shouting random nonsense Liam could use as a safe word.
Blowtorch.
Oh, George!
What?
Hiya!
Are you okay?
Honeycomb, honeycomb!
Oh, I see. You're trying to distract me while a foreplay timer runs out. Nice strategy, Phil. But you can't fool me.
Poolside.
Sure. Wait, how did you know?
What?
Liam turns over a card with the word poolside written on it. I had a foolproof strategy to win in 2 turns, but alas, you guessed my fantasy sex spot, which is an automatic win. Can't believe you bested me with your big brain tactics. Hats off to you, fool. Anyway, rematch. You rush to place your hand over his.
I have a better idea.
Disaster averted. Gain +2 slots because your big brain tactics finally turn this game into actual sex, but lose 2 creativity.
Ow!
So it's hotel or lobby? Bold or creativity? Let's stick on the bold track. You're tired from all the shenanigans at the con, but a severe case of FOMO prevents you from going back to the hotel. I get that. If you take a power nap here in the lobby, you'll be well rested and technically not miss out. Lots of people trip on you, but they say nothing as they imagine you sleeping in a cosplay performance referencing some movie or anime. You get some rest and +2 boldness for not getting a single thought. Afterward, you're crossing the lobby with Liam, April, and Zoe when you pass the shittiest ball pit you've ever seen. The hell is that? Did we wander into a depressing daycare?
That's the Sad Con ball pit. It's sort of a meme monument to the past cons gone wrong.
It's one con in particular.
Yeah, Dash Con.
Yeah, Dash Con. Phew! Can one of you hold my phone while I stream myself swimming in the ball pit?
But of course, which sepia filter would you like me to use?
Hey, so can you hold my phone while I stream myself swimming in the ball pit?
Liam pouts, but you have bigger problems. 2 security guards have taken notice of April's ball pit swimming.
Oh.
Miss, what do you think
That
you're
looked
doing?
familiar.
Yes, so this is from Monster Road Trip. These guys are from Monster Road Trip.
Oh.
But, yes, it's also...
Playing in the ball pit?
This ball pit is solid homage to all the tragic cons that gave their lives to make this one reality. Is that for playing in?
Don't you think it's a little silly to have a ball pit that nobody can play in?
We're cops toots. We're not kids. Get into these handcuffs. We're taking you to the con jail.
No! I can't go back to jail! My old gang will never take me back after what I did! Well, good news is, April getting handcuffed is only increasing the numbers on her stream. But you doubt she'll be able to appreciate that from con jail. Convince the gods to let her go. A ball pit is technically a type of pool, and therefore the jurisdiction of the lifeguards, not security guards. You have no claim over April. Posen's an FBI agent who's got to take April from her other much more horrendous crimes. He'll take it from here, thanks.
Both are pretty good.
Both are pretty good. I don't think I'm smart enough to pull off the first one, so we'll go here.
Yes, we're both FBI agents. We'll take it from here, officers.
There's no way anyone would believe that. I knew it! I knew one of you was the mole trying to get close to me. But you have nothing! You'll never connect me to the Bloody Valentine murders.
The what?
I won't let you take me alive! April throws the confetti bomb. When the cloud of festive paper clears, she's gone. What just happened?
What happened is your suspect got away. Way to go, special agents. Now I hate the FBI. They get to work on all the fun cases while I'm stuck guarding a convention center. It's okay. Once we
Can't do this that long. Once we report these doofuses under, the chief will surely give us those sweet, sweet serial killer assignments.
Oh boy, can we celebrate with ice creams and handing out parking tickets?
For you, partner, anything.
The guards leave. You, Liam, and Zoe find April hiding in the bathroom. You manage to assure her the FBI thing was all a ruse. She insists that she knew that and was just playing along. which just proves how great of an actress she is. You gain +2 creativity and lose 2 smart. And now we get to the end, the last day of the con. Woo! Who will be your con love?
Oh, is that me?
Yep.
Oh, I don't get to have. Boo.
So you go
Uh.
with yourself if you want to go with a guest.
I will go with myself.
Omen?
Omen.
Liam.
I wonder if I have to go with myself to complete the... Yeah, I'll do that to complete the trifecta.
The crow?
Wow.
Check
I
your
mean,
comic.
maybe the crow just shows up.
Let's see how the comics turned out.
Okay. What was the goal we agreed on for these days' work?
The cover, the overall plot, and 1 full finished page.
Do you remember how you solved each one of our exercises? It's key to how the muse will give shape to the fruits of your labor.
Which is Liam's pedantic way of saying that now is when we'll see how the options you choose will affect the comic you're about to see.
Sue me for wanting to imbue poetry in our day-to-day.
I may sue you later, Liam. For now, I want to take a peek at this comic.
Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor.
Oh man.
Punching Murder is a comic about a dangerous world infested with big dong wolves. Only a group known as the Slayers of Big Dong Wolves can keep them at bay. But in order to join their ranks, you must prove your worth by passing a ruthless test, winning a fighting tournament. The first part of the test challenges the young warriors to solve the Hodge conjecture, a major unsolved problem in algebraic geometry. The second part of the test, a fighting tournament. It's always a fighting tournament. Duh. Our brave hero Damien dreams of joining their ranks. All the odds are stacked against him, but he'll do his best, for he has a strong reason to join. He'll get a fucking cool t-shirt. There's also Aravi, Damien's rival. She's cool and aloof, but her mysterious demeanor hides a dark past. She carries in silence. She murdered her whole family. By accident.
Oh.
In order to join, they will train under the tutelage of Coach, a powerful old man who retired from the organization years ago. Against all odds, he'll awaken the two warriors' dormant potential via the most unorthodox training, passionately kissing your own hand. Will they pass the exam? Will they join the Slayers of Big Dong Wolves? Buy the fucking comic to find out.
Awesome.
They both managed to solve the Hodge conjecture, a major unsolved problem in algebraic geometry. Who would have predicted that Damien and Aravi would face each other in the tournament finals?
Looks like today you'll get a taste of my secret technique. Hawaii Islands forever.
I may owe you after you saved my life when I was kissing my hand, but I won't hold back, you fuckface.
Ding ding.
Match start!
Rivals turn friends, friends turn opponents. Damien or Aravi, who will become the Slayer of Big Dong Wolves?
Woo!
Good comic, guys.
Is Aravi the bounty hunter?
I think so.
Aravi's the demon hunter, yeah.
Oh man.
You didn't ask anyone to go to the con after party with you. You regretted it about 5 seconds after you decided it, but it's too late. You've made up your mind. Good work, Dingus. Okay.
Aww.
That was the last time you could bring yourself to show your face at a con. Jesus Christ. In fact, you pivot away from nerd culture so hard that you end up throwing yourself into sports.
Oh,
Sadly,
no.
you're almost as bad at sports as you were at finding a date at SpookyCon. Okay, so if you go with yourself, still ask someone. Got it.
That sucks.
You didn't ask anyone to the con after party with you. You've got the perfect night planned already. You're picking yourself up in a limo, treating yourself to a nice dinner, and plan to arrive a fashionable 3 hours late. You even get yourself a bouquet. It's a surprise. You had an excellent time at the party.
Aw.
Veronica!
You left it
Right?
all on the dance floor. Your moves were sick and they were nasty and they were absolutely disgusting. I mean, all of that in a good way, of course, a hip way, even. Best party ever. It was off the Chisane. How do you do, fellow youths? Wow, yeah, that's crazy that you didn't get a Vera ending.
Yeah, I thought she would stop you.
I thought you were gonna show up to her ski resort vacation.
Mm.
You finally gather your courage and ask your beloved to go to the con after party with you. A date to the after party, you say?
Might be too
Allow me to
dumb.
recite my answer in the form of poetry. Yours is an evening I'd be happy to join. Your smile stirs my heart and tickles my loins. It's a rough draft, okay? The after party was wonderful.
Aww.
Liam showed off 400 years worth of moves on the dance floor, and later that evening, he showed you 400 years worth of moves in the bed. Experience really is the best teacher. You finally gather your courage and ask your beloved to the con after party with you.
You're asking me on a date just like that? How times have changed. Previously, my suitors would have groveled at my feet just to feel my hand wrapped around their throat.
I mean, I could be persuaded to do that if you want.
Later perhaps. For now, let us party.
The after party was glorious. Omen arrived in their finest armor, wielding their finest flail, and announced that they were here to conquer the festivities. You could have tried to stop them, but what can you say? You're a sucker for a beautiful person who can kick your ass. Cops aren't, though, and you were both arrested for the bloodbath you two caused on the dance floor. At least you and Omen got to spend the night in jail together. Who knew fucking in a holding cell could be so hot?
Wow.
Wow.
Alright.
No secret ending.
No secret ending, but that was a fun run anyways. I kind of hate that it doesn't show you the stats at the end. Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But each of us went our own way. We realized that wherever we went, these people would be there, with us. And with that came a truth that to this day we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel once again young and unafraid. And it reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
When you stream, you
Aww.
would not believe what you have to deal with.
Ah, the end of cons, man.
Treat you like you're robbing,
Yeah,
like a thief.
his moped.
Oh, he kept his
You
moped.
don't have to fear.
You promised that to me.
So-
With me.
I liked how they have got Dragon Heat still around.
Dragon?
In the very first game, you can get romance novels for somebody,
Oh,
and it's
right,
Dragon.
Oh,
yeah. They're continuing the items? That's crazy.
Wait, who's the Jin? He was cool.
I don't think we ran into the Jin. I think you can get him in potions in previous games.
I think you're right.
I bid you all welcome to the streamer.
The manga.
Donation fund.
God.
They're just making memes. I love it. Oh, they're doing anime outros. Ah, I get it.
That's neat.
The Ghost Girl's cute too.
She's from Street Fighter.
Ooh, I like the eye patch man. He's cute.
I love that they all have new outfits.
Yeah. Aww.
I should have asked Nico to the after dance.
Hey, one. Okay. Yeah, Monster Prom 5. We have that Discord.
Aww. That's awesome.
That was awesome. Cool. Well, thank you very much for playing with me, guys. We're gonna have to play more of this. This is super fun.
Yes.
Oh, we unlocked
We
a
got
new
new
plot
plotline.
line. Woohoo.
Dang.
Now call Sawyer. Sawyer is one of the DLC playable characters from the last game.
Is he
Mm.
Kale?
Kale, Kale is one of the
Okapa?
lifeguards in Monster Camp, I think. New
New
Liam
outfit
outfit.
for Liam.
New Omen
Yay.
outfit. Yeah. New comic genre. Yeah. We got some good stuff.
Sweet.
I want to see that Omen outfit. And then we gotta wrap up stream. But thank you guys for playing. Let's just
You're
capture
welcome. This was fun.
characters. Here we go.
Boom.
Mm.
I like
Cute.
Omen in the main outfit. Oh, there we
Expression.
Yeah, that
go.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's funny.
looks like everyone got something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was the first time we saw a lot of them.
Do
so
the
a lot of
Liam
them was
outfit.
just like,
Liam, Liam.
okay, new Liam outfit. Here we go. Is it just sweater? Yeah. It's
The sweater.
Sweater.
Mhm.
And made Liam.
Pointy shoes.
That's cool.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for playing with me, guys.
Yay.
Say goodbye to
You're
stream.
welcome.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, stream.
stream.